It should be live, I think. Your event is starting. Oh, it has to preview the stream first. Okay, let me preview it.
Oh my god.
Okay, should we start?
Seeing as how this is pretty much a very chill stream.
I'm having fun.
Watch live now.
Okay.
Unholy Quartet.
Yep, it's live. We're live.
Oh, yay! Woo! Woohoo! I am full of energy. This is me full of energy. Okay, well, welcome back to another wonderful installment of the Unholy Quartet live stream. We are going to be talking about school this time because for most people, it is finals week coming up very soon.
No offense, but I feel like school has been our topic for at least 3 other streams.
Kind of.
It's not my fault that it's year round.
Kind of
Like, school never ends, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like, especially this time, because, like, God, I have been consumed by school right now, like, for real.
Me too. I'm just dying.
The only person not dying is probably Kura.
No,
Well,
but he's dying for different reasons.
Academically, I'm not dying, but physically.
Physically.
It's different kind of dying.
Yeah.
That's always fun. Well,
great.
okay. We should probably announce the other things like, what is it? We barely read the chat on the live stream. We do read, however, the hashtag Unholy Quartet on Twitter. So if you want to answer or ask us questions, we will answer them there. And lots of other things that
check our social media. We have a Discord that I don't really check on anymore, but people still use it, so try that.
Rachie is
I'm
very
actually dead right now.
aloof,
Girl, me too. It's all
aloof
good.
corpse, right? Yeah.
I'm not even there. I'm just sort of monitoring the admins. The admins sort of tell me, like, no, the moderators who are now admins tell me, like, what's happening, and I approve it, I guess, and then they go ahead.
So you're like the undercover god.
No, I'm like that one weird deity that they have to wake up. They have to wake up the corpse every time, and I'm like, what is it?
Is that the chicken church in Indonesia?
Yeah, no, that's me.
You're the chicken church deity? Okay.
I'm the
That's
chicken
good.
church deity.
That's cute. I think that's cute.
Lay your eggs for us.
Yeah, summon me as a god. Lay your egg. Come to Indonesia. Lay your eggs and wait for 3 days, 3 nights while only playing Disappearance of Hatsune Miku.
Oh my god.
You know, it's only like a minute in and I'm already disturbed.
Good. That means
So
we're doing
we should
something
we should also mention that the art this time is again featured by
right.
It's Onario again, our boy, our babe.
He's
Thank
like
you very much.
he-
You're such a blessing.
He has been sustaining this entire stream, I feel.
Yeah, he's like
I-
the heart and soul of the stream. Without him, we would not be here.
Yeah.
So thank you
Honestly.
for giving us a reason to live again.
He keeps us going. Go follow him at Onario. He's got great art and he's really cool.
Is it in the? No, it's not
Yeah,
in the.
it's- Oh, that's the one place I didn't put it. It's
Yeah,
because I was working on the PowerPoint last night, and I was like, "There's something else I need to do," but I didn't do it.
not in the dirt.
I'll
his
edit
link-
the description.
His links. Oh, in the description you mean? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, no, it's everywhere. It's literally in every corner of every slide. So
I'm glad.
Yeah.
It-
Let's talk about the photo while we're at it. The art, the picture. It's not a
Right.
photo.
I
Fuck.
can't. It's actually very accurate to like how
I had to like look at this like 5 different times because there's just so much to take. There's just so much going on. You have to like look at it again to understand.
Every look a different picture.
Yeah,
Exactly.
He really captured like who we really are as people in this picture. It's
how
great.
is it that he knows us so well, and yet I've exchanged like 2 tweets with him?
Obviously, we're meant to be BFFs forever. That's just it.
We're trying to recruit him, but every single time it's like, no, we're not a cult, you know. We're not.
We're
I mean,
not,
Did you know
but
most cults, though, recruit through sexual favors?
Hey.
Julie,
That's what we're gonna do.
They actually hire prostitutes to
so-
go out
Oh,
and be
okay,
like,
give me an example because I know that
okay, the children of God.
Okay, yeah, they did.
Oh my god,
They
you're
did
so
use
right.
prostitutes.
Okay, but we're not religious. Thank God that we're not.
How about Heaven's Gate didn't do that though.
Christianity.
Oh god,
At
you're
least
so
one.
right.
I'm kidding.
You're so right.
There's gotta be one prostitute that's like, yeah, okay, pay me, but also, have you heard of Jesus Christ?
No, it's true.
It's like, how do you do the dirty and then be like, I need God now?
I mean,
Have you seen how ripped he is?
Did you see that one picture of Jesus on the cross in Korea, was it?
Yes,
Ripped Jesus. I love ripped Jesus.
They sent me that today, and I was like, "Holy moly!" Like, I
sent
get
that
into
to-
Jesus.
I sent that months ago. It's like the best statue ever.
It's so inaccurate, but it's
I think I
great.
tweeted that at like 3 a.m. last night. I'm like, I wish I was as ripped as Jesus. Like, God. Apparently, he's starved, but he does not look it.
Oh wow! You
Wish
know,
I
you can't judge a
thought.
book by its cover.
He has unrealistic expectations. Honestly,
For men
Okay.
and women all over. the world.
for men and women and the other genders. So do we want to move on to the first question,
Sure thing.
Sure. What's
is
the next
probably gonna be like completely unrelated for Kura, just because.
I mean, okay, technically I do.
Do you okay? What finals do you have, Kura?
Well, I'm taking the American citizenship test in a couple weeks.
You are.
That's the life final. That's like after
That's,
that.
like, the most
pretty much
important
set.
final.
Yeah, and then I'll finally be a citizen, and I'll have 10%
Okay.
more rights.
You. Shut
Only
up.
10.
You need to explain this to me because I know you mentioned it in the line chat, and I was like, I didn't know you weren't a citizen.
Yeah, I'm an immigrant.
Okay, so you've been lying to us.
Yeah, I've been lying to everyone for like the past 23 years.
You're a commie.
Yeah,
You're
I
a
am.
commie.
Technically, the Unholy Quartet has been harboring an illegal immigrant for all of these years.
They let me in.
Technically, Raichi is also an immigrant, so
True that.
Damn.
Well, I mean, technically, I don't live here permanently.
I know. So she's like a.
Gotta be shipped back soon.
I love
What's
you.
the return policy on Raichi's?
It's like, shit. Nobody really wants me.
She comes back with a bunch of dry macaroni.
Damaged
like, oh.
goods?
No, with a bunch of dry pasta, like uncooked pasta, just in my
I
pants.
love that. It's
You know,
delicious.
that reminds me, I haven't had Indomie in like 3 years.
Babe, just hit me up. I will send them to you from New York free
Oh,
of charge.
Baby girl,
Jesus.
can we all send each other like fucking
Fucking
Food,
instant
yeah.
noodles.
care packages?
Please.
Can you send me anything spicy noodles? I remember
Oh
there's
my
this
God.
one nuclear. There's this
Raichi.
nuclear noodles, nuclear ramen from like
You want
Korea.
spicy?
I really
My father is like a connoisseur of everything spicy. Like everything
Me
Indian,
too.
Indonesian, anything that has spice. I got the hookup.
Dude, just every time there's this one Indonesian snack. I don't know if you guys know it. It's called risol. Basically, it's sort of like a not casserole. What the fuck is it in English?
It's a casserole you just put in the
I was
microwave.
like,
Not a casserole. What's it called?
those aren't snacks.
It's like
Hot pocket?
it's like a small croquette. There you go. It's a croquette.
Oh.
Ooh.
And literally everybody in Indonesia eats it just with like, you know, like a chili patty. What's it called in English? Fuck. It's like like
I knew it. She's an immigrant. Take her back.
with like a bird's eye chili. That's what you call it.
Oh
my God.
You just take a bite into the bird's eye chili, take a bite into the croquette.
Oh
my God.
That's how we eat it.
That's so wild.
Raichi,
I hate spicy.
I just want to go to Japan with you and just eat.
Can we though? Can
Like,
we just eat everything,
Just
please?
Eat
I was playing
everything.
Persona today, and they ate so many good food. There's like lots of good.
Honestly, if I could just like eat some of the faces. of the-
Yes.
Julie, no, that's
Fair.
illegal.
Is
It
it illegal?
is-
War is illegal? Okay.
Yeah, it's illegal in my book. I'm fucking arresting you, you nasty.
Nice.
No vor in this household.
So we've got 2 illegals and 1 vor.
Wow.
I'm not illegal. I technically am dead.
I'm
You're a
more.
tourist.
I'm more. Well, wait. When does my green card expire? I'm not illegal.
No.
I had to check. I was like, does it expire this year?
Jeez. That's always a good thing to check when you're going to be kicked out by Donald Trump. Okay.
Oh my god, no, the other day I was talking to my mom and I was like, so like, Mom, I have like about a year or so before like I'm off your health insurance and then I have to just start dying on my own. She's like, no, you have 2 years. And I was like, oh.
I'm sorry.
Because like,
Thank God, before he starts dying on his
Oh my
own,
God.
Lord, help this child.
honestly,
His
though,
mother is wonderful.
I love my ma'am.
My ma'am there.
My ma'am there. Anyway,
Your ma'am there.
we got a topic.
What was the question?
What finals do you have?
So you're gonna take your citizenship exam, and then
Yeah.
you're gonna do the Pledge of Allegiance,
Yeah, I have. Whoa,
which goes
oh my
like,
god, I haven't done that since 2012. Like actually.
I know, every morning. For anyone who
Wait.
doesn't know.
God.
That's for real?
Yeah.
Yes, Rachie.
Like every.
Okay, I'm not gonna say anything racist.
I know.
You
It's
can
weird.
say it off.
It's really
stream.
weird.
I'll say it off stream.
Yay!
It's
I love
fucked
it.
up. No, okay, here's another fun. In Texas, we also have the Texas Pledge of Allegiance.
Yes, we do. I remember.
We have
it.
2.
Yeah, we have to do 2.
What is that?
It's
It's
like
just another.
yeah, it's pretty much just a variation of the official one. And I'm just like okay.
Except like sadder.
We pledge allegiance to Texas.
Basically.
You've got it already.
Yeah.
No, they
basically.
literally in Texas we have the American flag and then we have the Texas flag.
Mhm.
I pledge allegiance to Texas, where everything is bigger.
And everything's shaped like Texas.
Amen.
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 Honestly, I gave Crusher because I remember she was like, "Oh yeah, I just moved into my new place," and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get her a gift." So I thought, we have some like cookie cutters at like our
Shaped
local
like Texas.
What did you do?
Yes, they have shape. Everything is shaped like Texas. I picked up a cookie cutter that was shaped like Texas, and I was like, "This is gonna help you." I don't think it has.
I mean, on the bright side, she could make Texas-shaped omelets. That's
She
I
apparently
think they might have molds for that too.
true,
She
but
apparently
like,
didn't have any kind of appliances except for a Texas-shaped cookie cutter.
you could scoop. No.
I should have gotten her like silverware or like something useful, but I thought that was a good idea.
I remember when I was a kid and gifts like that were like, ugh. But now I'm like, oh my god, you got me a spoon? Bless your soul.
I'm gonna get you a spoon for your birthday.
I needed that, Julie.
God, don't cry. If you start crying, your parents are gonna blame me. I stepped on your
No.
father's shoe when he was like, "How dare you?" And I was like, "I'm sorry."
That was my favorite moment. I was like, yes, assert your dominance.
I did not mean to step on his shoe,
It was great.
and he was upset. Anyway, what finals do you have? I'm gonna name mine
Go
because I
ahead.
only have one, and I'm gonna graduate when I'm 30.
But
Right? Yeah, I'm taking literally the worst class in the world.
is it the rhetoric class?
Yes,
Rhetoric?
Wait.
It's I hate it. It's not even rhetoric. It is literally the traditions of Western rhetoric, meaning it's the history of rhetoric.
Huh.
And it is the most okay. It doesn't even exist anymore, technically, the class, but except at this one university. And they're like, okay, we're gonna learn about rhetoric, which is basically philosophy, except more annoying.
Annoying, yeah. That's basically what rhetoric is.
It literally, if you've ever been to like the forum on Reddit that's like, I am very smart, where it's a bunch of people acting like they're really
love
smart.
that.
That is rhetoric class.
Wow.
And it's like, wow, I feel like I'm being looked down upon by words. Words are looking down upon me.
That reminds me of art history class.
You don't know how to feel about this painting, go to hell.
Literally.
Like,
Oh my god. Oh, girl. Mm-mm.
what are some of the terms they use in art history? I know they're like really annoying.
Oh my god. I swear to God. Oh my god, I'm having flashbacks.
It was like,
There was this one term.
He's triggered. Don't ask him.
There's this one term. It's like chiaroscuro. and then like the teacher's like, you have to pronounce it the Italian way, chiaroscuro. Meanwhile, I had another teacher who taught the same class. She was like, chiaroscuro, and like nobody gave a fuck. And this is just what we dealt with every day. And like people would be like, you would have that one kid in class who would pronounce it like the Italian way, and everyone would just like silently mouth like, oh my fucking god.
Did you ever have to review that painting that was painted in like period blood?
Yeah,
I love that.
It was great. I wrote a paper.
Oh my god. How does it smell?
Julie,
See, that's the one thing they don't mention.
You see, I took that class. Wow, I don't know how to respond to that question.
I'm sorry. That's the first thing I think of when it's like, yeah, I'm gonna be like, feminist, and, like,
why did you not take that class with me? I feel like if you did and you asked that question, my teachers would have been so intimidated by your boldness that they just wouldn't have said anything.
Assert dominance, okay.
Yes, like power move right there.
Power move. Thank you. Rachie, what finals do you have?
Development, managerial accounting,
Ooh, girl.
human resources management, astronomy? No, astronomy I only have to write a paper. What other class do I have? Mondays. Oh, culinary.
Culinary.
I'm taking a culinary class. That's half lecture, half lab, and we already had the culinary lab exam. Apparently my food is good, so I'm set for life.
Yay!
I can either be a wife or a chef, and I don't want to be any of them, so good for me.
Well, you can just marry me, since, you know, my extended family...
Can we get married, please?
Yeah, sure, we can get married for extended family purposes.
Oh my god.
Because, you know,
At least my parents will stop bugging me now.
Same.
Is culinary class anything like Shokugeki no Soma?
Julie.
I never finished it, but it's not too much, to be honestly. But...
Well, the one I took.
Does your teacher have an orgasm while eating your food?
No, she just
God.
during our final, she came up to me and said, "Your stir fry really reminded me of something of the stir fry we had when I was little." And then she just left, and I was like, "Is that good or bad?"
We were poor. Like, okay.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
God,
It was half made of children.
My teacher, she would do that thing where she would yell at you, and then she would act like everything was okay. She'd be like, "Don't do that," and she'd be like, "Okay, class. So for our next," and I'm just like,
"Oh God, I used to have a teacher in elementary school like that."
She was terrifying. She was this large black woman with like bug eyes. She was terrifying.
Oh God, that's terrifying.
I'm so sorry that you had Shep as.
She was funny though.
What was that from South Park? Was it Shep? He like sang songs for the children.
I like vaguely know what you're talking about, and that's why I'm laughing.
I watched a lot of South Park.
I know you
but yes. Jesus Christ. The last person who has not spoken up about this, who I wonder, does he have finals? Anthong, do you have finals?
Are you taking classes this semester?
Are you schooled?
Yeah, I took I did my choir final, which we just had to sing at a church. I did that like last week, and then last week I did my popular music final, which I just had to present concert thing.
Oh.
And then tomorrow I have my electronics final, and it's going to be on a Scantron and like probably 30 questions, and then I'll be done.
Oh my God,
I'm so happy
that is
for
wonderful.
This semester has been like the least stressful semester.
I'm
like
glad.
Even though you took the soldering, what is it? The
soldering.
Right?
Oh
Soldering.
my God, that's right. You.
Okay, that was probably the most stressful part of the semester. When they make you solder in hell. I'm sure of it. Like, it's awful.
Dude, that shit isn't that bad.
why?
That bad.
Why did you take that class?
I needed to for my degree. It was
Oh, babe, I'm so sorry.
Is your degree like underwater, like pipeline construction?
Yes, Julie.
That's so
Figured it out. I'm so
Anthong
happy.
wants to change the world one pipe at a time.
Like, I would not imagine that. Like,
underwater pipe construction.
I hate you.
That's so funny.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see you on the oil rig.
I'll commission
Yes.
you to make my pipes.
Yeah.
No, speaking of oil rigs, do you guys know that story about that diver who got the most painful death where this diver and 4 other people, I think they were put in a compression tank and they were supposed to leave, but for some reason the tank suddenly compressed from decompressed from 9 atmospheres to 1 or something, and they literally just got pulverized.
Oh my god!
Me under the weight of finals.
Jesus Christ!
I'm nearest to the decompression thing. Everything just like squirts out.
Do you ever just go to the obituary section and just be like, me?
I used to do that when I was younger.
Go to like Facebook comments and be like, me. And it's like, Linda, this is hardly the time.
And it's like, Linda, someone died today.
That's what happened. Someone died.
I saw this one obituary post where it was like, someone was like, yeah, these 2 daughters died in this fire, but look at the Bible, it never burned, praise Jesus. And like the comment is like, Brenda, people died.
I hate those so much.
I know way too many people who would make those kinds of posts.
Even my grandparents and my mom, pretty religious, they'll never do that ever.
Go to like an open casket and be like, she's beautiful, but she could use more bass. And it's like,
don't bring a beauty vlogger to a funeral.
Honestly,
I
know too many things about the things they have to do to dress up a dead body, and those people are amazing.
When I
Julie,
die,
care to tell us?
When I die, I hope they put me in like an anime cosplay.
Have you seen that Twitter account that's going around right now? Where it's like, play this song when at my funeral.
Oh no.
Oh, the fucking, you just retweeted it like 2 seconds ago.
Yes, where that person is literally just taking commissions on like, I forget where this video is from, but it's like a funeral and people are like dancing while like holding the casket. And then like a bunch of people are now like commissioning or requesting songs. Like, I love.
Oh, I remember that.
JP Music Funeral is what it's called.
Yes.
Yeah, JP Music Funeral. I love that.
Oh, that's interesting.
I could not stop laughing for a good like 15 minutes. I was like, the whole like Bleach opening, the asterisk.
Oh,
I was like,
my goodness.
I love the lady that's literally like raising the roof but crying. I'm like,
me. That's me.
Have they done Silhouette, that one Naruto opening?
Yes, they have.
Oh my god, I need to retweet that one.
There are like a bunch of like Love Live ones. I'm like, why?
Please. When Anthong dies, we are blasting Snowhalation.
Yes.
No, the Flintstones version.
Yes.
I love that one. My brother thought it was an English cover.
Romeo and Spongerella.
I hate you so much.
I'm so tired.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry.
Alright, is it time for the next slide?
Oh, yeah. We've said all our finals.
Next
Is
slide.
it time to move on to the question?
No, never.
It's time for the question every Asian household asks. What do your grades look like?
I felt bad about including this one, but honestly.
What's happening?
Okay, what do your grades look like right now?
Julie, what the fuck? Skip
okay.
this slide.
We're
not talking about this.
I'm gonna answer.
You are? Okay.
I assume my grades are like great this semester, but I don't know because none of my teachers have been like lazy this semester, or they've been progressively getting more and more lazy throughout the year because I look online and like the grade book isn't even updated, so I don't know, but I assume I'm doing well because I haven't been like kicked out of college yet, so
Oh my god. Okay, no, that is very real. Kids who have not gone to college yet, a lot of times, like, teachers won't put in your grades until, like, the end of the semester.
Yeah.
Oh,
and, like, and they just, like, finally total it up, and then they're like, oh, you're failing. And it's like,
And it's like, lol, okay, thanks, teach.
It's like the last day of college, and you're like, not like tell me like I could have dropped out by now. Like
you have your cap and gown ready, and like you're about to
like, oh.
stand on the podium. And they're like, oh, by the way, you failed that class.
I would literally tip that over and just like wreck people.
I would just like throw my head.
But
in the
yeah,
air and
That's
be like,
why there's
"Yay."
Rate My Professor, right?
Oh, I
Yes,
love.
rate.
Oh,
I love Rate
I
My Professor so
girl.
much.
the most stress relieving time I've ever had at university was when I got to write scathing reports on my professors.
So you're the one.
Yes.
I am so grateful for people who write reviews on Rate My Professor. Like,
oh my god, I will detail
That's-
every. Oh.
okay, I'll be honest, because I went by Rate My Professor for like a long time, and like one time I was like, okay, you know, I have to choose a teacher for like, I think it was government, and like I thought like, you know, this is Texas, so I thought some of the reviews were kind of racist just because like the lady could speak like really good English, and I was like, you know what, she's got a good rating otherwise, whatever. They're like, oh, we can't understand her. I'm like, okay, you know, crazy people. Oh my god, they were right. I couldn't understand her, and I literally just learned from the PowerPoints, and I was like, I don't know what you're saying. It's just, she had a very thick, literally thick Japanese accent. And I thought I could get through this, if anything, like out of anyone. But I was like, I don't know what you're saying. In the end, I really hated that teacher, and she was kind of a jerk. So, yeah.
Yeah, I sort of have the same, like, story, too. I was on Rate My Professor, and I wanted to take this one class about dinosaurs.
Ooh.
And, you know, there's only one class offered with one professor, so I was like, you know, maybe it isn't too bad, you know? Maybe they're just really biased, maybe because the class is, like, too easy or something.
Right.
And, oh my god... He didn't teach, like, his slides were the most aesthetic. Just imagine, like, an 80s, 90s aesthetic on, like, a slide about dinosaurs. And so they're, like, super duper aesthetic, but he didn't, once one of the, it's not the midterms, we have, like, instead of midterms, we have prelims.
Oh,
So, like,
yeah.
they're more spaced throughout the semester. So after the first prelim, there was literally, nothing he taught was on the prelim. Yeah, and he said that, you know, it's okay, you know, I'm gonna post videos of our lecture online, and he never did.
Dang. Oh my god.
That was the worst class I've taken. I didn't even finish it. I've literally just dropped out.
Honestly,
You know-
Relatable.
me with my composition class.
Oh.
Oh,
That was a nightmare.
English classes are a hit or miss.
yeah, they
honestly.
definitely are. I've
Mm.
Oh
never-
wait, no, you're talking about musical composition, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
I thought you were talking about English.
I've,
talking
al- I've,
about
al-
English.
I've also taken an English composition class. Like, it was the saddest class ever because, like, I went to art school, y'all know, and I'm at a literal writing class. It's like not even artistic writing. It's literally just like composition, like grammar and shit. And our professor was so excited and so happy to see everyone in her class. No one cared. Like there was not a single smile ever in that class except the teacher, and she really tried. And like I felt so bad for her.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
She was just so excited about
think-
commas, but we all wanted to die.
Okay, I have a similar story, but with philosophy, and
Oh,
this was
no.
literally the oldest man I have ever met. Like, I don't know how he did it, but he was. Like, he was the type of person, like, when he talked, he would have to take a moment to, like, re-wet his mouth.
Oh,
Like,
I know
just
what you're
like-
talking about.
And I'm like, oh my god, I'm dying. But the thing is, he was actually a really good teacher. Like, you know, philosophy is like something really like abstract, but like
Mhm.
this guy was wise. Like, I was like, oh my god, you like lived, and like turns out this guy actually had like tattoos and stuff like underneath his shirt. I was like, whoa, bro.
Okay.
He was like in the military and shit. But what was it? People didn't give a shit because he like talked very slow. But like in the end, like it turned out the actual so philosophy is really interesting, at least at the very end when everything made sense, where he was like, what was it? You guys know, like, is there a ghost in the machine kind of concept? Like, well, it's like if all of your experiences you take in basically create the same response, and every action you take is already preordained by the things you've experienced.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, and like all that, and I was like, oh, everything's pointless and all this. And he also, I always wondered why he gave extra credit if we went to like a ballet or like went to a football game, like things that we have never done before. And I was like, that's kind of weird, but okay. And it turns out at the very end of the class, I don't think anyone noticed, but his whole thing was that, okay, there is a way to control and have different actions and make choices and have that freedom of choice by gaining as many different experiences, you know, to be able to kind of, you know, be a more quote unquote free person, in that, you know, it's kind of like people who only know like a certain thing, like grew up in the South, you know, only know about guns and like black people are bad and all that. You know, it's like, you know, those people. And it's like they only know like this very small sliver of life. They've probably never met like 90% of the world, you know, or the 90% of like different viewpoints. So yeah, it was really interesting to me, but everyone just basically like wrote him off and like didn't give a shit anytime he spoke. And I was like, this is really sad.
Oh.
Yeah, so like I actually learned from that class. I was like, okay, you know, I'm gonna try and like, you know, do things I wouldn't usually do because I don't want to be one of those narrow-minded peoples.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that was philosophy for me. I actually kind of liked it.
I think I'd like that class. That sounds very interesting. I've always been interested.
One of my
in
friends
that kind of stuff.
took a philosophy class. I don't talk to her anymore, but she took a philosophy class like 2 semesters ago, and when it got to the nihilism part, like after that whole section, she was like, "I think I'm depressed," and she was actually depressed.
Oh my god!
Amazing.
Oh my god! That. You know, you will learn a lot about yourself when you actually, like, read some of the material. Because do discussions and, like, philosophy usually, and, like, that's where I had that lady who never had heard of the Big Bang Theory. And, it was fun having conversations with her. Because she was literally everything that I hoped I would not be. She was the lady who literally, we were talking about, like, because she had kids, and she's like, yeah, I'm not gonna vaccinate my kids.
Oh, no.
And I was like, what? And I'd never heard of this before. This was like early, and like, she's like, yeah, it makes them retarded. And I'm like, well, that's interesting, because only a week ago you didn't know about the Big Bang Theory, bitch.
She's
like,
one of those parents.
She had so many interesting theories. I the list goes on. God bless her soul.
God.
She was like, "Can you believe they think we come from fish?" And I was like, "Oh, can you believe that? Can you believe that? Really?" It's like she'd never taken science in her life. But she had kids, so good on her.
Wow.
Not sure if I want those genes in the next generation, though.
Truth.
I
was like,
selection will do its part.
Hey, you know, he got a degree in underwater welding, so
Shut up!
I'm sorry. But it's true. He was on an oil rig, and she's like, yeah, my husband's on an oil rig. And I'm like, well, good luck to him and the BP oil spill. But anyway, yeah, fun times. We can go to the next slide.
That was amazing. Okay, is this
Feel like
even is this even a question? I'm pretty sure everyone's answer is no.
Oh no,
What is
which
it?
one?
Were you popular in high school?
Depends which high school.
Oh,
High school?
snap! Okay, tell us, Rachie, what happened? What's going on?
I was popular back when I was still in Jakarta, I think.
Ooh, tell
Not
us.
like one of the popular girls, but the school was pretty small, so and
Oh.
my class was like the smartest class in school, I guess. If you can.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. They do
Yeah.
like those fast track kind of things where it's
Sort
like
of,
we're
not
gonna
really fast. Yeah, we were. So it's strange because we had the British British school system.
Oh, okay.
And once you're in 10th grade, you can choose either if you want to go into business or science. And everybody, the smart people, basically went into science stream.
Hmm.
So that's where I
Got
was. That's very funny, but yeah. And we were I was actually. People knew me a lot because I performed in school. They forced me to perform in school. And yeah, and once my sister came, they knew me as my sister's sister. So
Oh god.
I became that one kid.
Oh my god. Wait, so you were in performances like plays or like
Like every time they had like I don't know, like sometimes we had year-end plays, sometimes it was just like a special assembly, sometimes it was for graduation, or sometimes they just basically oh my god, this one year our school actually released a Christmas album. Glenn was the only other guy who could sing.
Were you in it?
I had to. We went to a recording
Do
studio
you
and everything.
have
And
a copy?
this is when I still had my old little Samson Meteor mic.
Rachie.
Oh my
And
God.
we had to sing a song that I couldn't really sing, and the guy that I had to sing it with, we were just not on very good terms.
oh my god.
Like, he actually used to bully me back in 7th grade, so I still felt a little like ugh about it. Fucking hated it. Fuck that.
Oh my god.
That.
Does your mother have copies of this?
Oh, I have one copy. Oh yeah, I could totally
Yeah, would
send
you
it to
be
please?
you.
willing to
Oh
send
my-
it to us?
Please.
Then
I will
keep
love-
I'll
it.
burn the disc and I'll see if I can send it to you guys once I go home for the summer.
Bury me with
I will,
that
I will
disc.
give you in return something embarrassing from my past.
Dude, I already have some of your childhood photos. It's fine.
Okay, no, but I mean like
Is
actually,
it the
you know
video?
what?
Your acting reel? Your
You know-
childhood acting reel?
you know what? Maybe it's best I don't.
Yeah, she's already got like a lot of stuff on you, Julie.
We already have a
know.
lot of stuff on you,
It's like-
Julie.
Same.
God damn it. Not my fault that my childhood is well documented.
I wish mine was. Like, I only have pictures. I don't have videos. Like, I wish I had videos so you could hear how much of a
Were you
girl I
like? Are you
sound.
are you like the youngest kid, or do you have like?
No,
Yeah,
I'm the middle child. But when I was
Oh, okay.
when I was really young,
Yeah.
I was like outrageously feminine.
That
Like,
usually happens though with like younger siblings. Like after the first one, parents are just tired. They're
no,
like,
they were very.
"Hi."
My childhood was great because I never had to talk to them as much.
Jesus Christ.
god.
Because like then like my little brother was born, so it was just like, oh, I could just do whatever the fuck I wanted because they had to take care of him.
Oh
Like,
my god.
my
Middle child syndrome.
Yeah, and like my older brother was the biggest rebel. I was like the chillest child out of everybody. Like my mom always tells me, she's like, I had like no problems with you, and I was like, that's great.
That's funny. My best friend is a middle child, and well, she's the only girl in the family though. So like she's always going out. She never goes home. She dyes her hair without telling her parents.
Wow.
That kind of shit.
I wish I was that rebellious. Like if I become rebellious, my parents would be supportive.
Hey Julie, next if I ever go to Texas or if you ever come up to New York, let's go dye our hair.
Oh god.
Please.
Well, I already dyed my hair, but we can dye it something interesting.
Yeah, let's dye
Yes.
something interesting.
I could do that.
Yeah,
Totally
let's do
up
it.
for that.
Like, I'm pretty sure at first my brother would be like, ew, why did you do that? Then, like, he'd probably be fine with it.
Your brother's
My
always
brother
like,
is more of a mother than my mother is, so.
your mother's just trying to be supportive in the only way she knows how.
She's fine with it. I mean, literally, like, Oh my god. You guys don't even know. I woke up and my grandma was here and my uncle was here and like they were outside. And then I heard that sound that I hate hearing. Like, when it's on my computer, it's fine. But when it's on other people's, in public.
Oh!
Opening to one of my videos.
Oh.
And I was like, you know what, I think I'm... That was actually really good. Like,
It's
fine. Fine if it's like on my computer, but like if it's out there, you know, public, I'm just gonna go straight back upstairs.
No, that's the same with me. Honestly, though. I had grandparents and like, ugh.
But they're just like so
They're supportive, but it's so embarrassing.
yeah, it's really hard to be like, yep, that's me.
Yeah.
That's
Like the other people, I'm totally fine. Like,
Oh, I'm never fine.
when it comes to friends, it's just like, oh yeah, give me views, give me money.
Oh no, I'm never.
But-
I'm never fine.
When it comes to my parents or my grandparents, I feel so shy. I'm just like, yeah, that's me. Can I go up again? I was playing my Wii.
Yeah, like a lollipop. That's adorable, though. Oh wait, we were talking about popular in high school, weren't we?
Right. Yeah, I gave you guys my pop. No, I was popular in kindergarten. Everybody loved me.
Oh,
Apparently, I was the cutest, but you know, it
I was
it just went really downhill since primary.
You're still
You know
the
what, I feel
cutest
that.
to me.
Oh, babe, you're still the cutest to me. We're just a bunch of cute people.
We are.
babies, babies. God. I was not very popular. I mean, yeah,
Okay.
I wasn't.
Um,
Like I was like moderately like, but then I just disappeared completely.
okay. With me, it's really weird. I wasn't, but I was kind of.
Explain. Spill the tea, babe.
I wasn't in that
It was in the
people.
shadows.
I wasn't that people necessarily didn't really care much for me, but I was in that people all knew me as like that one black kid who drew Naruto all the time. That was pretty much like my kind of fame.
There's
was.
always one.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I was just like, I'm pretty sure there have to be more than just me, but no. Apparently, I was one of the only people, and I was like, where are the? Okay. I was like, okay.
I love it because there is always like a designated like I don't know.
Oh my god, I was also. Oh my god, because like I paid attention in class. All the jocks all knew me as like that kid you could ask for like homework help and shit like that.
Wow. I was not that nice.
I only helped them in class. I didn't actually give them homework help. I was just like, I don't want to be around you. I mean, you're cute, but like you're straight.
You're cute.
I was
You're
like, I
straight
was
and
like,
it's sort of
I'm not about to be in that world.
Oh my god. That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
That was my high school experience.
Okay, I have to actually know this from Anthong. Anthong, were you popular in high school?
Kind of. I mean,
Actually
everyone knew who I was, and I had like a bunch of friends. So I
It
guess.
seems like that's. Would you be like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a really bad Disney reference. Would you be like Cory in the House popular, or like?
That's such a loaded
Or, like-
question.
Or is it more like Recess popular, or is it more like, you know?
Like as told by Ginger. if
Oh
that's
my
too
god.
old.
Oh my god. Fuck
That's
you.
Oh
not
my
Disney, Julie.
I'm sorry.
Are you asking me if I was
Or like
Ginger?
That's So Raven popular, or
That's-
like
I mean, she was popular enough.
Probably That's So Raven popular.
Okay.
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 that's like moderately popular.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
I mean,
Like
I mean, like, I don't blame it, because I remember you showed us videos of, like, your like, skits or whatever from high school. And,
Oh
like,
my god.
and I was like,
Dingle-donger.
and I was like, yeah, you were pretty cute in high school, so I don't blame
Wait,
it.
I showed you what?
You showed
Remember
me.
that video that you uploaded to my channel?
Oh my god!
Yeah, you remember
Perfect
that?
Dingle-donger.
I was like, okay.
I
there.
love. I love what happened in that video. It's been so long.
It's there. It's just unlisted.
We
my
should
God.
watch
And
it.
also,
my
it
God.
was like blocked in several different countries.
I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
so for anyone that doesn't know, in my junior year of high school, for my friend's final, she had to make a movie, and it was an interpretive dance documentary, and I was the star of it. And my name was Jean-Claude, fucking British, horrible British accent. Could not pull one off to save my life.
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful, Anthong. Sometimes I look at it just to like laugh.
I think about that all the time.
The intro to the video is like a solid like minute and a half of just me crying on the couch.
I mean,
I want to remaster that footage.
I really want to redo it, like with the equipment we have now. Like,
oh no.
Do like rotoscope.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay, my diaphragm hurts. So yes, Anthong was Raven Simone popular in high school.
I'm glad.
Jesus. What's the next question? I forgot.
Have you ever? Oh, I thought that said dated. Have you ever hated
I thought
a
it
teacher?
did too. I was like, because like I'm on this slide.
Oh,
like...
girl. I was ready to
What did
say
it
some
say?
shit.
What's it
but
saying?
have you ever hated a teacher?
I do have some teachers I hate, to be honest,
Honestly?
but they were more
Have you
back
ever
in
dated?
elementary school.
Yes, I have one.
I guess I have one.
And that was
I will tell you
because-
my story because I can remember it very vividly.
Same,
Okay.
same.
He was this one Indian woman that just kept shouting. She was our English teacher, I think. And she was the worst. All she did was like snap at us. She'd have favorites. She would basically whenever she graded our work, it was just like meh, meh, meh. I don't like you.
Oh,
Oh god.
And lectures were always just so bad. I still remember I was like basically just like spacing out as I always do. And she went up to my desk and was just like, wake up. She like shook me. She was like, wake up. And I was like, my eyes are open. Oh my god.
God.
She, like,
God
shakes
damn.
you.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I hated her. There's a lot of other teachers I hate, but that might actually take up the whole stream. So
Oh my god. That's okay. We all have that burned book.
it's not even a burn book. It's a death note.
It's a death note. Shut up, Richie. You and your edginess. Okay.
I just don't like teachers that don't teach well, so that's why I hate them. And I only hate like the specific teacher because he also looks like the Zodiac killer. So
Ted Cruz.
He looks like Ted Cruz.
little bit.
Oh my gosh.
Holy shit. So besides being Ted Cruz, and teaching badly, did he ever like do anything specific?
Nah.
You just didn't like it. You're like, I'm sure you buried those bodies.
Yeah, I was like, I know you killed those people, Mr. Zodiac killer.
Oh my gosh.
He's still somewhere like crying. Like, why did that boy teach me so badly? What does he want with my dead bodies?
Oh my god.
Okay, I have a teacher that I more was afraid of, like, and this was like in middle school, and like I had just dropped out of like upper level like math, and like it was traumatizing. And like I had this teacher that had a German last name, which really fit her, and she was, I don't know, she was mean, but also like everything about her, like her face was mean, her voice was mean, like everything. Like one time she was like writing on the chalkboard and like these kids were talking and she was like, I don't even know why I come to school. It's like, I'm
well,
sorry.
shit, bitch,
And,
then
like,
don't.
But the thing is, here's the catch. She hated everyone, but she liked me. And so this made it really weird because I would draw in class, and I once dropped like one of my pencils, and like she picked it up, and I was afraid she was gonna like be mean to me, but she was like, "You dropped this." I was like, "Oh my god, that's the first time you've said anything that wasn't yelling today." Like, but the best story comes because I had her for 2 years in a row.
Oh no.
I know, and I don't even know why. I have these clothes that I get from my older siblings, like hand-me-downs, and I don't know, not all of them fit very well. And I had this skirt that had shorts on underneath it, but like it was still like a skirt that would like ride up, like, and so like I was going up the stairs, and like apparently the skirt like came up like a little bit past like, apparently the school dress code is like if the skirt is like shorter than your hands at your sides, like, and it was just like barely. And so like I was going into my classroom, and like this lady, the teacher from across the way, was like, "Hey, you," and I was like, "Oh God!" And she was like, "That skirt is too short," and all this, and like, you know, I hadn't even pulled it down yet because, you know, walking upstairs, and she was like, "Go to the office," and I was like, "Woo!" And my teacher was also standing out there, and she's like, "Wait a second," and she was like, "What was it?" She's like, "Do you think you can sit on the seat without like letting your butt, like your like butt cheeks touch it?" And I was like, "Yes." And she was like, "Okay, then you're fine." I'm like, "Okay." That was a day.
That's pretty trippy.
Whoa.
I know. I was like, she terrifies me, but she protects me. I'm like, I don't know how to feel that. I don't know.
Really,
I think it's the equivalent of having like a mafia member.
Yeah.
True.
So
And
God
just to
bless her.
watch on you, yeah.
Like, I have mixed feelings. I don't know.
I mean, like, if it, what'd you call it? If it benefits you, then
Hey,
Right?
you
It's
know?
like if Hitler was on your side, you're kind of like, okay,
Oh my
well,
God, Julie.
just saying. But yes, so that was my teacher story.
Jesus.
Kura, do you have one?
I didn't really hate this teacher, but I got well, okay, the story goes like this. He basically kind of embarrassed me one day. Like, I don't know what was wrong with him that day. I don't know if he just hates happiness, but like one day
Yes.
in 5th grade, I remember this so vividly. I was just like dancing in the middle of the class, you know, like, and like the way the classrooms are set up is like it's like 4 classrooms in one big room, but they're all separated by like cabinets.
Yeah.
And so like
yeah.
he so like other classrooms could like kind of see you through their classroom. So like he apparently just saw me dancing, and it was just like during free period or whatever the fuck you call it. And like he calls me over and he's like, "Give me 3 reasons why I shouldn't just like write you up right now." And I'm like, "What did I do?" I'm like, "I didn't do anything. I literally just danced." And then he's just like, "I'm not convinced." And I'm like, I don't know what I did. And he's like, "What do you do?" And then I was like, "I play flute and band." He's like, take out your flute." And I'm like, "Okay."
hell?
He makes me take out my flute, and then he's like, "Now play something." And then I played Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and as soon as I start playing, all 4 classrooms go silent. And it's just like silence. And then he's like, "Okay, you can go." And I'm like, "Okay." What? And I just left. And then that was it. And from that day on, I just he would always oh God, that teacher was so strange. To this day, I don't understand what happened. I really don't. Like, it makes no sense, right?
That's
like,
so weird.
I don't know what I did.
Weird.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know.
Are you sure he wasn't just like part-time, like a mob boss?
I don't.
Like, and you owed him
know.
money? Like,
I have literally never talked to him until that day.
oh my God.
that's a little scary.
I
Like-
don't know.
Yeah,
terrified.
Like, like, wow.
I need to know more about this man now because it just seems so specifically weird.
I know nothing about him.
like, what in the heck? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Maybe when I'm an adult, or maybe when I'm like a working adult, I'll understand. Maybe I don't know.
No, I don't think so. I think that was just like, I am bored in class. You are my one escape.
I feel like that's what it was. Just like you just want to take your frustrations out on this small black kid in class.
Yes. Some teachers do that, and it's obvious.
Like that's what it felt like. It really did feel like that. I was like, okay.
Yeah, we had a teacher that would pick on one kid, and I've told you the story where the kid didn't bring a pencil, and she literally, like, she would usually rail on him, but this time it was dead silent, and like we were so afraid for him, and she was so pissed for not bringing a pencil, and I would have lent him one, but I was afraid I was going to be like killed if I gave him a pencil right now. And like the next day he stopped showing up, and I was like, oh shit. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm like, I don't understand how sad your life can be to pick on a child.
Right? It's a power trip. It really is.
Oh, girl.
Oh my god.
Oh, well.
But yeah, teachers come in all shapes and sizes.
Boy, they truly do.
Woo! Jesus Christ.
God, okay.
I'm looking at some of these questions, and like some teachers are very wild. I can tell. Mm-hmm. It is not just us. Mm. Jesus Christ. Good Lord. Someone's putting the word moist in here. Yes. What is the next question? I have literally made this a few days ago.
How often are you late for class?
Never. Is that really the next one?
Yes.
Yeah, is it? Yeah.
I thought. Wait. Have you ever gotten in trouble? Was the next one?
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh shit! Whoops. Sorry.
Whoa! Look at Anthong being like the keeper of the slides.
Do you want to leave the stream?
Oh my god.
Anthong, I love you.
Oh my
I pose
god.
a threat to Kura.
Oh my god.
If you want to take over, I'm all for that.
Okay, so the question is, have you ever gotten in trouble?
Yes.
I used to be a fucking troublemaker back in primary school.
Yes, and yes.
Ragey set fires.
Nope.
Oh my god.
Should I tell them? I think I probably already told everybody my crazy elementary school stories.
Please.
I don't know them by heart yet.
You don't have to know them by heart to know that they're pretty bad.
I love it.
Yeah. What did I do? Right. I was involved in this one group that threw flaming paper bags to the hotel next door.
You were involved in arson as a child?
Oh my god.
I love you.
They never found me, but I was.
They never found me. Holy shit.
What else did I got in trouble for forging my mom's signature.
Yes. Good.
I've done that. Yeah.
Yeah, I got in trouble. Like I actually got sent to the principal's office for it.
For that, really?
Yeah, because I felt guilty after doing it, so I erased it. And then the teacher checked it and was just like, "That was there yesterday," and I got caught. It was a little stupid on my part, but I was a bad guy in training at that point. So mistakes were made.
Oh my god.
Let me just think through the years. Oh right, I peeked under the toilet. I was looking for a friend in the bathroom, and I thought that she didn't want to respond to me because she was that kind of dick. So then I looked under one of the stalls, and it turned out to be a teacher, and she got mad at me.
Oh my god.
That's great.
It was pretty fun. I was part of a class that there was a substitute teacher the substitute Chinese teacher that was like trying out the school to see if he was a good fit.
Oh yeah.
And basically my class tortured him because I realized that his name was a synonym to Forrest. He was like Shinin or something like that. And I was just like, haha, Forrest teacher!
Oh, Rachie.
Yeah, so I bullied the teacher into leaving.
Oh my
they're
god!
actually real.
Oh, girl.
Jesus!
That is so
Your mother,
real.
like, I'm sure she was called quite a bit.
Oh yeah, she was. I feel really bad for her now.
Oh my god!
I mean, hey, you were young, you know.
But yeah, I was that student.
Amazing.
Oh my
That's all I
god!
can remember off the top of my head. I probably got more in trouble for like other things, but that's where it is right now.
I only ever got in trouble for like stupid things, and so like when they would call me out, it'd be like, really? Like,
Honestly, same.
Oh, I got in trouble. No, I didn't get in trouble, but I was part of a group that
Oh my god, you were part of many
basically
groups.
made all the boys cry in Mandarin class once.
oh
I
god!
instigated their crying phase.
Oh my god!
Yeah. I was,
Also,
like,
someone
the
says
middleman.
"Run, Forrest, run." So you could have used Forrest Gump on that poor guy. So
I hadn't watched Forrest Gump at that point.
darn, would have been a real good roast, Reggie.
My
Yeah,
god.
but I was basically the middleman in with the boys.
Oh my
And
god!
I passed like this wrong message. I was just like, "Oh, this guy hates you," and he was like, "You hate me?" And he's like, "No, that's not true. I just hate him. What were you talking about, Rachel?" They sort of believed me. I got
Oh
in
my
trouble.
god!
I started crying.
Oh my god!
That's-
Jesus, Reggie.
Wow.
I
For cheating, but that's pretty normal.
I love it.
you know what's funny? It never occurred to me to cheat.
Really?
Oh my
It
god.
really didn't.
Cheat all the fucking time.
Girl.
Honestly.
Girl, that's
And
not-
I was
that's-
really bad at spelling tests, so I could have used it.
Oh yeah, this was for spelling test, but Chinese. So we'd have this. We'd have the paper in the gap in between our tables,
Oh my god.
like just there, and nobody could see it, right? So every time,
Yeah.
like we would just go. We would. You can't see what I'm doing, but I would put my head down basically on my table as if I was tired, and then I'd peek,
Ah!
and that's how we did it.
Those were the times, man.
Those were the times you could
Cheating
get away
on
with everything.
tests. Ah, that was great.
Yeah,
That was
the
beautiful.
older you get, it's the riskier, but the higher reward it is.
The thrill is so great as you get older, especially in high
In
school.
high school.
Ooh.
Jesus Christ! Did you have those friends that used to bring their phones to the bathroom during exams to check on answers?
Yes, that's the
Oh my
reason.
God.
No, oh my god.
All the fucking
people.
time.
Okay. People would bring two phones to like test days, and you're like supposed
Yeah,
to get
yeah,
up your
yeah.
phone.
Oh
They would
my
have
God.
another
Yeah,
phone,
yeah.
and they would go to the bathroom like frequently just to go like exchange answers with everyone else who had the second phone.
Who has the money for that many phones?
No. Basically, my friends would buy like the broken shit off of Craigslist.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they would do.
Girls, survival
And-
of the fittest.
Yeah, honestly, but it was like the unspoken rule was if you saw anybody in the bathroom doing that, like you would just stay quiet.
Of course, like.
Unspoken rules of high school. We all hated each other, but we were all there for each
Yeah,
other.
we really were. Like during times like that, like everyone was there for each other, and like it was the most.
Yeah, they're just like
community.
we get it.
Like
yeah.
we just want to get out of here.
Oh
Yeah,
my
apparently
God.
in my boarding school there was somebody would take the SAT for you. There was like a service for that,
Wow.
but I never got into that ring. I was a little. Yeah.
That is.
It's a little
awesome.
too much.
I did
crime
the
frame.
ACT and I did well without studying, so I was good.
Same.
I didn't know you could study.
Yeah,
Honestly.
they gave you.
I was
booklets for
literally
that
so
shit.
ignorant. I was so ignorant. It was sad.
It's okay.
Yeah, me too. I didn't know what the ACT was until I took it on the day.
Same. But I was like
Like,
with the other Asians that literally took classes like preparing for this shit, and I was like, "What's an
Oh yeah,
ACT?"
I was just like, I don't do well during standardized exams, so I'm just gonna YOLO the shit out of this.
I feel
Oh my
like
God.
I feel like my school was so reversed because like all the Asians we had never took any of those classes. Like all the Asians had like the worst grades
Oh my
in my high
God.
school.
What?
It was great.
Explain, Kura. Well, what is this?
I think it's because like the school I went to was like predominantly very ghetto, so like everyone was ghetto.
I love it.
Every race was good.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It was just like,
okay,
oh,
yeah.
You know, it was great. It was fun. And like all the black people were the ones who acted like the white kids.
Oh, God.
Everything was reversed. I'm telling you guys, it was amazing.
Pretty wild.
It was great.
Oh, my God. That's progressive.
Oh, did you guys have any? Did you guys have any friends who got caught jacking off in places?
Not
Oh my
that
god,
I
that threw me for such a fucking loop. What the hell?
Is that common, Rachie?
It's not. That's the thing. So whenever there was this one of my friends was like back in primary school. He was sick. Okay, he was like sick in the head. I'm pretty sure he was. But then again, he wasn't really raised. You know, he didn't really have a good family life. So I sort of get it. But once he got to middle school, apparently he got caught jacking off in the library before I even knew what jacking off was. So,
Truly.
What was he doing there? Why was he in the library?
Learning,
yeah, apparently he was just doing it under the
obviously.
table while like some girl was sitting next to him.
He's like, I fucking love books. Kind of turned me on. Like, oh my god.
Basically, there was like lots of horror stories about people like jacking off in weird places in high school.
He opens a book and jacks off into it. Like, what? That's just like such a random thing.
No, see, I hear stories of people getting caught giving BJs at school. That's what I heard.
Oh my god. If
Those
you
are-
go to
those
boarding
are-
school,
those are the
this
stories
shit
I get.
happens all the fucking time.
God, I should have gone to boarding school. I didn't know I could jag off
There
wherever
were
I wanted.
so many dudes.
I have so many stories that I could probably tell you after the stream.
Please.
God.
I don't know.
Wait, did you once mention they were like having sex in the woods or something?
No, yeah, that happened
that's
a
my
lot.
favorite story.
Oh my
I don't
God,
think
people-
anybody's ever heard of this.
Oh
but
dirty out there.
my goodness.
basically, in my school, there was like a no boys and girls couldn't be behind locked doors. You know?
I wonder why.
Yeah, so
Oh, if
people
only they knew.
like some people took risks. Like there was this couple that got expelled because the security caught them leaving a place one after the other at the same, you know. It was just like one after the other. They sort of just left, and nobody was there. And they found a used condom inside the toilet. So 2 + 2 is 4. But
Damn.
so some people would take the less risky route, which is to go outside in the forest, lay a blanket down so that the poison ivy doesn't get inside their anus, and just do the do in the forest.
God,
Okay.
such creative ways to bang. You know.
Oh yeah, there was this one person. They fucked in the snow, and her gallbladder got fucked. Basically.
Oh my god.
Ay.
Well, there you go, Kura. Another nightmare for you.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks. Me specifically.
Like, can you imagine how dirty it is out there?
Oh, it's very,
Like,
very dirty.
I can't imagine, honestly. Boarding school is nuts.
Oh my god, imagine the STDs. Whew.
I mean, like, they gave out free condoms and everything, so,
Good.
they knew that this was happening. They gave free condoms, they gave,
oh my god. Okay.
pill.
I have to tell y'all
Everything,
stories after the stream because this is very.
Like,
very
imagine
graphic.
all those stories that take place in boarding schools.
I can tell you more, but there's kids in stream, so I'd rather leave that out for later. We've already, sort of crossed the line a little.
Think about Harry Potter, for God's sake. I mean,
Oh, girl, I am sure. I
Like,
am sure.
Huggy Hogs sort of had something
That
going
was
on,
so.
I bet.
I mean, have you seen Draco Malfoy?
God damn it.
Okay, we're moving on. Anton, do
Oh
you
my
have
God.
any stories, or are we moving on?
Oh, I have a story. Well, Anthon, tell your story.
Getting in trouble.
I was a good child. I never got in trouble.
Whoa,
Really?
whoa, that's
Really?
damn, boy.
Really?
This seems like a lie.
It does.
I literally have never gotten in trouble. Like, school-wise, no. Work-wise, that's another story.
Oh, you tell me
Okay.
about work.
Yeah, but one of your coworkers didn't believe in the Holocaust, so I imagine things are kind of topsy-turvy.
Yeah.
God damn. Oh my god. Okay, I do have a story, and it is the story of how I was sent to the principal for drugs. Okay.
What? Okay, explain.
Okay,
I'm
so
ready.
I had a friend. Asian girl, kind of quirky, kind of crazy. And I wasn't in this art class. I had the art class next to her, but in her art class there was this teacher that was like really crazy and like, she just, I don't know, she had a thing against Asians. And like apparently my friend, I don't know, well, okay, maybe they thought that her comic was some sort of code for drugs. And so when she was called in for drugs, she had to name names. And so she named my name and a few other people. And so I don't go to the principal's office. I don't. I'm like really good. And so when I show up, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And apparently this comic basically was like this girl, and she gets a hold of these happy pills, and the happy pills make her happy. Like literally that. Like, but they thought the happy pills were like drugs. And I don't know what they were thinking. And this is middle school. And so essentially I go in there, I'm pissed, which I'm not usually. Like, I'm the nice, good person, but I'm like, how dare you think I'm on one? And so I had to sit there in front of like this group of people. They think they've wrangled together like a drug lord and a drug team. I don't know. And like, we're literally like all the nerds. And so I had explained to this lady, she was like, so where are the drugs? And like, I had to be like, okay, for one, do you even know this art teacher? She's crazy. Like, and then like, apparently just from that notion, they're like, oh no, not that teacher again. And it's like, oh my God. So essentially I had to go in there and tell them I'm not a druggie. And this was from the school where they literally wouldn't let us have backpacks, and they wouldn't let us have bags, and they wouldn't let us have anything because they thought we were going to be on drugs or kill people. We couldn't even have sandals because apparently the principal tripped in the hallway because she had sandals and she was running. And I'm like,
Okay, so
that's
it's,
not what happened.
so it's the kid's fault that she tripped.
It's literally. Apparently now they've duct taped the hallways to where they have lanes of traffic, and I'm just so sorry for them.
That's so funny.
It is just such a shitty
Public
school.
seems like a trip.
Okay, second time I got in trouble, again with art class, was because I was like, look guys, someone just stole my 60 set of new Sharpies.
Oh no.
And this was for art class, mind you. And I knew who took it because they were from choir and I hated them and they were probably trying to dye their hair with Sharpies and shit. And like,
the good old
the
times.
60 set was like expensive. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
went to the principal and I was like, look, they just stole this. I know who they are. I can help you. I was like ready to crack down on them. And they were like, Sharpies are against the rules. And I was like, excuse me? Like, for one, I'm in art. But they literally were like, sorry, Sharpies are against the rules. And they turned back around. And I was like, wow, okay, so I can just steal anything, can't I? As long as they're against the rules, huh? And it's like, that day onwards, I was just like, wow, fuck the police. And I became a rebel.
I'm glad
Wow,
you joined the
Julie.
resistance.
Damn.
That's an inspiring story.
Right?
Like, I hated middle school. It was horrible.
Middle school was terrible, man.
Middle school was good for me.
How dare you?
Sorry. I had a good time.
No, it's okay. There were
school was
things.
weird.
Wait, I was in middle school when swine flu happened.
So was I.
That was so dumb.
I never got it.
No one ever did.
I got it. I got
Wait.
swine flu. I got swine flu in high school.
Oh,
Wait,
gosh.
what?
Yeah.
Dead?
Yeah, that's why I couldn't go to this convention.
Oh my god, I never knew people actually got it.
Yeah, I got
there's
it.
there's a very weak strain of swine flu that was going around. If left untreated, it gets really bad. But
Like,
if
how-
you treat it right away, it's
How does
fine.
it feel? I mean, like,
It's just a bad
I was-
fever, right?
Yeah, something like that.
It's like dengue fever, basically.
Oh.
they treated like it was like Ebola. Like,
Oh my god.
Yeah,
They
there was
canceled.
H1. I forgot. Was it called H1N1 or something?
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, H1N1 was basically very exaggerated.
Yeah, they were
Because
terrified.
it's always been there. It's just there was an outbreak and people sort of got panicked.
They treated it like it was the Black Plague in my school. Like
They was canceled
Fine,
art
yeah.
competition.
it was wild. Like we went to like freaking pep rallies for that shit. It was wild. People did
know a
interpretive
pep rally for
dances.
that?
Girl, my school experience.
Proactive.
Oh, did you know that
Honestly.
people still get the bubonic plague?
Yes,
Oh my god.
I
How?
do know that.
It just still exists.
It's a rat, I imagine. I mean,
Yeah, it's crazy.
you know what? If it starts in like New York, I can understand. Because like, honestly, it's disgusting. I literally saw a pile of shit on the street just walking. I was like, why?
Oh, what a great time.
And it wasn't healthy.
oh.
Not healthy. So yeah. Jesus Christ.
Next slide.
Yeah, next slide. God.
Okay, this is the one about how often are you late to class?
Woo! Oh yeah.
You
Yeah,
were
this
ready.
one.
You are ready for
And
this. He's ready.
is this relatable
This
or
is your slide.
Sadly relatable. So very relatable. When am I not late to class? I'm always like 15 minutes late.
don't you get in trouble? Like what the fuck?
Oh.
Okay.
I
Maybe
just-
college is different. I don't know.
I can like leave my house like 5 minutes after class starts. I'm so bad.
Oh my god.
Okay, there are teachers that literally take off points if you're late. Like, how do you survive?
Oh. I don't have teachers that take off points if I'm late.
Fuck you. There. Oh.
Yeah. In my
Okay.
case, sometimes I just don't even go. Like
Right.
I'll
My
just
philosophy is that if I'm late, I just don't go, or I go
Honestly?
to the next section.
same.
Damn.
I'll just be like, nah.
There are some times where I've just been like, I woke up and I'm just like, I'm not going to class today, just because I don't want to go.
Yeah.
No,
Fine.
that's me. Except that some of
I
my
have done
classes are like two. You can only miss two
Yeah.
sections.
Oh my God.
So like you have to like schedule. You have to be like, okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
purposely skip.
I
this
usually
day.
schedule it before spring break
Oh,
and
yeah.
once between spring break and finals.
Mhm.
God damn. Okay, my mom told me that this was a bad thing and no other kids did it, but I did it because like I would literally like set aside dates and be like, this is when I'm gonna take a personal day. Like,
Yes.
why not take it
Excuse
if
me?
they're days off? Like, why not?
Yeah.
Like, it's dumb. I'm not gonna go to class if I'm already like, I got an A, I'm good, But then there are teachers that are like, if you don't show up for class, I'm gonna fail you, and it's like,
That's
why?
fine.
why? Like, why? Like, there were these like, systems where like, if you're late 3 times, it adds up to 1 absence. And then if
Yeah.
you have like 3 absences, then you get this many points and like all this bullshit. And I was just like, it is too hard to do that math. And I just
Honestly,
ended up
same.
never being late. I was like, is that their point? To like scare me with math?
Yes.
I think
Someone
it
says
worked.
my tuition motivates me to go to class. Yeah, when you're paying for the class, yeah,
Yeah.
I've started to feel that lately.
Honestly, even when I was paying for classes, like, like I was still just like, you know what? Some days I'm just like, you know what? I'm $200 to not go to class for one day. I guess.
Honestly, oh my god, it's hard. It's like I'll pay money for this, but I also won't enjoy it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I paid good money to like send my book off to be like scanned and like made into an online PDF so that I could like, control F everything.
Ooh,
And
yeah.
like it was expensive, but I was like, you know what? This is this is worth it to me, and also I'm probably gonna upload it online because screw all these people and their publishers. Like,
you are a hero.
I'm like,
okay.
you know what?
You
It just
are one of the good
this
guys.
book is so presumptuous. It is just, it literally is written by the I am very smart people of 2001. And it's like, you know what? You can suck my,
My big fat cock.
Yes.
I thought you were gonna like censor yourself, but instead you just went full out.
What?
So
A cock is a chicken,
I admire
Julie.
that.
Yeah.
God damn
What
it.
the fuck,
She
Julie?
wants-
Why are you so
She
like?
wants people to go to her
dirty?
chicken farm and suck on her chickens.
Don't
Shut
suck
your
my
mouth.
chicken. They're good.
Reggie, please. I don't need any more of your chicken sass. God damn it. This is random, but I want to mention that my grandma called the other day, and apparently her doctor told her if she's stressed to, like, rub her nipples.
Me. Oh my god, I'm stressed right now.
They're like,
I'm gonna try that out right now.
endorphins. I'm like,
Does that work?
like, that's something. Like, does it work for men too? Like,
That's so funny.
I mean, I'm not feeling anything. I'm not feeling any less
You know,
stressed.
I'm feeling a little less stressed. I don't know. It's like having some
That's
effect.
the funniest thing I've heard all week.
Maybe you need to suck on them. Who knows?
Oh my god.
Give him a little pinch and a little
Julie.
twist.
Yeah,
Julie.
just maybe ask someone to
Julie,
suck them for you.
What thought
being
enters
honest,
your
like
mind?
100% honest. And
Why did you think that was a good thing to add to this conversation?
I don't know. It was
Yeah,
it was a great thing. Okay.
that's a great thing.
I mean, it was great,
a
but like,
doctor
what?
told her this. She's 80-something.
You know what? When I'm 80, I hope that's what my doctor tells me.
It's like,
I
Just
hope my
like-
doctor does it for me.
You,
As long as he's hot.
yeah, I don't have any hot. Wait, I do have one. Well, he's not really a doctor. He's
Anthony,
more of a nurse's assistant.
you retweeted that KFC, like, redrawn, like,
Colonel
looks like
Sanders looks like a
freaking
fucking
right.
dad.
yes, and then apparently that person started to put out, like, nudes of
Yeah, I
people who
tweet
are, like,
that
begging.
too.
I'm glad for the
I was
internet.
like, wow.
I'm glad.
This
Colonel
is a
Sanders looks like he
history.
could treat me right.
Mm-hmm.
God, that
Make
was
me-
literally your tweet.
Make me that good sauce.
Oh my god. Okay, I forgot where we were. How often I can late for class?
We can't.
Wow, Julie, you're so good at this.
I'm usually late. Except I'm late to being early.
Shut up.
Ah.
Shut up.
Yeah. If I'm ever late, I will literally just skip and like go out and sit on a hill and call someone.
I have done that. Oh my god, Julie. Let me tell you.
It was a
Let me
literal
tell
story.
you the adventures of socially awkward first-year college student Kura. I would get to classes and no one would be there, and I would just be like, "Oh, there's nothing to do," so I would just like find somewhere to like sit, and then just like
Oh my-
tweet or like talk to somebody.
What do you do when you show up and like no one's in the class? Like there's
Okay,
so
Julie,
that-
do you remember that time about when I was in chemistry and I called you?
Wow. What?
yes. Anthong, explain.
So I was taking chemistry last year, and I was like a couple minutes late to class, and I walked in the class, or I looked in the classroom, and there was like staff there, or like different teachers or something, and I was like really confused, and I like was looking at all the classrooms, and I couldn't find my class. I was like, well, class is like, we're supposed to meet today, right? Like, where is everyone? And so I called Julie, and I was like, Julie, I don't know where, like, my class is. Like, I thought we were meeting today. Like, I texted my teacher. I was like, are we meeting today? Like, where are you guys? I looked. No one was there. I thought I was, like, in some alternate reality where my class didn't meet today, and it freaked me out.
Oh my god. that little scare when you think you're like in an alternate reality.
Oh god. I would be excited. I'd be like, oh my god.
I just went home. I was like, I'm going home.
Well, I mean, what else are you gonna do? I mean, like, especially when you don't know anyone in the class, you're like, well, guess I'm fucked. Like,
Like,
Why do
yeah.
I feel that?
I've done that so often, and then it turns out, like, God, I hate it because they have like this old archaic system, I don't know, where they like notify us when like the teacher isn't gonna be there, and like you have to like log into like the school website, then log into the email, then log into like bullshit, and like by then you're like, oh okay, she's not gonna have class today, and I always show up and I'm the only one there, and I'm like, this is the most enraged I have ever felt in my life. Like I could be asleep.
You could.
I know. That was that lady that I hated. That was the teacher I hated. But anyway, God. Oh, I'm late often.
I'm glad.
Me too.
I'm glad.
God. What is that next question? I forget what I wrote.
What is your worst subject?
Your worst subject. Oh, can I go
Oh
first?
yeah, that was normal. Yes, you can go first.
PE.
Shut your mouth.
I feel it.
What part?
Every part, Julie.
Every part of PE.
Every single part.
The suffering?
Have no athletic ability at all. I can't push up. I can't jump. I can't even run properly. I can't even sit there and do nothing properly. Like, worst class ever.
We need to have a field day.
No.
See,
We need to have a field day.
PE wasn't bad for me because I took it as a senior and I got out of so much. I didn't have to do any of the swimming portion. I didn't do like anything in that class. It was great.
Oh my god. Oh, wait. I have a PE story because I took dance PE because I thought that was going to be easier, but it was not. And they literally made us, it wasn't even dance PE. It turned into halfway through the semester into, like we have this dance team apparently at our high school. And like, this was like a preparation for that dance team. So we're literally doing like kick lines and shit. And I'm like, I don't want to do this. And like, you could see like the cliques forming and like, you know, the gossip happening. And I'm like, what am I doing here in a leotard and shit? Like, so I transferred to PE, and literally all they would do was take attendance and then tell us to do whatever we wanted, including sitting on the sideline watching One Piece. That's what I did for 2 years.
That's the dream?
Honestly, I wish I could go back. It's beautiful. God.
Like, shoot, if none of my career choices work out, I'll just be a PE teacher.
Please do. They beloved by the kids.
I mean, shit.
Especially if you don't make them run.
Yes, especially if you don't make them run.
I once had this teacher during summer school PE, and it was like super hot because Texas is like literally on fire. And like this lady, the coach would run behind us and yell at us from behind. And this lady, like, she was like super fit and like super crazy, and like my sister said that summer school PE would just be bowling, but no, we were running every day in the heat. And I was like, this is horrible. I want to die. And that was the last time I went to middle school. Yeah, those were the days.
Ew.
Oh, right. What subject bad at? I think it's pretty obvious. What do you think my worst subject is?
Finance.
That's math. Thank you. This is not an overestimation. This is not a hyperbole. I went to therapy because of math.
You know, I concede that.
You know what? I get that. I really do.
I was finishing math for college, and I just needed 2 math classes, and I could not. I literally, my therapist said if she got down on her hands and knees and begged me to drop the class, would I? And I was like, hell no. Like, I was crazy. I would do my homework and tears would come out of my eyes as I would do it. And I would just, I don't know, it was weird. It was really weird. And then I went to so I don't know if every college has this, but they have a department for disabilities.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
yeah, and the thing is, I thought like only like real disabilities, like depression isn't a disability, anxiety isn't a disability. Turns out it is.
Yep.
And if you do have trouble, just go to the Department of Disabilities. They are nice people, and they will listen to you. And I went in there. They had some pamphlets for me. There was literally a pamphlet about math anxiety. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's.
I'm
real
like-
thing.
So it's a real thing. So why don't they do anything about it?
I ask
out.
myself every day.
It turned out okay. So Kara, in Texas, apparently, the standards for math when finishing high school lowered, and the same thing for college got higher. So essentially, there was a class missing. So everyone who got into college had to take remedial math. And no one knew this, and apparently the teachers were like protesting at like the Capitol, and I was like, well, who knew?
No, thank you.
Yeah, so I hate math.
If I ever had to take a math class, I would cry.
I'm
really-
dying
would-
in financial accounting right now.
I really would.
Preaching you are a hero, because financial and accounting, those words both make me want to throw up.
Well, it's managerial accounting technically, and it just it's not really the subject. It's more like the professor.
Oh.
Whenever I go in, I sleep. There's just no helping it. Like, I go in, once he starts speaking, that's it, I'm dead.
Oh my.
I try not to go to class, but
Oh.
Jesus.
I had those teachers where like they were just so bad at their own job, and it was like, why are you making us suffer?
Yeah, like every word they say just sort of puts you to sleep, sorta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I literally like monotone teachers
Ugh.
where they just talk like this, and this is all they talk like, and then it's even like more boring, and then you fall asleep, and then
or they do like, so this happened, and then of course there's this, but also it's like, yeah, it's sorta.
It's putting me to sleep.
Oh my god. I really.
That's what kind of teacher he is. That's why I don't go to class.
God.
I'm so sorry.
I don't
You know
blame
those
you.
classes where you have to like learn from like YouTube videos
Yes.
because the teacher is so bad and you have to Google
Yes.
the subject afterwards?
Yes, I
Yes,
do.
Khan Academy saves my life every day.
God bless YouTube for getting us through like high school and college.
Mhm.
High school more so than college. At least college, they're like, okay, these teachers like, they're decenter, more decent.
Decenter. Yeah. Yeah. And you can choose. you
Yeah,
know?
exactly. That choice just makes it so much better.
I know. Like, there was literally like one good economics teacher and one bad one. And I got the bad one.
I'm so sorry. That
Yeah.
happened with my friend too. I got the good one, but I still didn't go to class.
He was
Yeah.
a horrible person.
I got a pretty bad economics teacher too. Like I was really
What
excited.
is?
I was like, I'm gonna have okay, and like I don't mean to be racist, but like the teacher we had like I had an Asian teacher, so I was like, I think I'm really gonna learn something. No. he was very angry. He would always talk
Yeah.
about his girlfriend and his motorcycle.
Me.
And
That's very funny.
yeah, he
don't know
just
why
had
that's
a
funny.
lot of issues. Like I could just tell. I was like, oh my gosh. And I was really sad because I was like, I was interested. I was like, I want to learn about the economy, the state of our union. I know nothing.
Okay, I'll do you one better. I'll do you one better because my economics teacher made fun of a disabled kid.
Oh.
Woo!
no.
So I was like, well, he was also the guy who showed us Illuminati videos and how 9/11 was an inside job.
Oh, he's one of those
Well,
teachers.
it was.
Yeah.
And he was also a horrible human being, so, Woo. And he yelled at us in front of the guests that he invited from, quote unquote, the real world who had jobs.
That is
And
my
decided-
favorite thing. I love when teachers do that, actually.
The real world. I'm like, where is that? And please
Like,
tell me, because
my-
you're not
like-
living in it.
I live for those moments when like guests, like quote unquote professional people come in to sit in the class. Like I live for those moments because like our class would always like sabotage the teacher if we hated them. God, it was great.
Yes, the kids did that, and he decided to. Oh my god. I had never felt like I was a bigger piece of human waste until that moment. My dad almost came down to the school because he heard about it. I was like,
God.
you know, he also coached basketball, so he had a lot going for him.
Huh. Interesting.
A lot going. School's fun.
I mean, in retrospect, it wasn't boring.
It was yeah,
Things happened a lot.
a lot. Do you want to move on to the last question?
Sure thing.
Sure.
Wait, what was Anthong's worst subject?
Oh yeah, Anton.
Once again, you guys, I'm still here. It's fine. It's like whatever. It's fine.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
No.
like,
It's okay, Julie.
make
Like,
more,
fine.
make more sounds, bitch.
Buys a blowhorn.
Honestly, like, shit, bruh.
Oh my god. Honk honk.
My worst subject was econ and physics. I fucking hate physics.
Oh my god.
Same.
physics.
I just
never-
hate it.
I never
Okay,
had
that's
it-
all I have to add. I don't have any good stories or anything. I just hate physics.
I never had to
You know
take
what?
physics. I'm glad.
I actually wanted to be an engineer. So glad I didn't.
Same,
take physics.
Rachel.
Oh,
Oh my god,
God.
Rachel. I actually took an engineering class. Like, I was like, I'm gonna be an engineer, and like, by the end of that class, I was like, oh my god.
I feel it.
I was
Oh
like,
my
holy
God.
shit.
Oh
On the
my
bright side, I
God.
know a lot of really complicated codes and math that I'll never use.
Yay.
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 Oh my god. If it
Anyway.
makes you feel better, one of my physics teachers apparently hit
Scandal?
on younger girls.
Sweet. Oh,
Yeah.
Sounds like my
Before we
7th
move
grade
on to
history
questions,
teacher.
I have a story to tell you guys about the best thing that I've ever heard concerning boarding school.
Yes,
Bring
please.
it.
Okay, so you know how students sometimes get expelled from boarding school, right?
Mhm.
Students get expelled from school all the time, but boarding school probably has the craziest stories. So I have one from my school. I have one from my best friend's school. She also went to another boarding school across the country. From my school, basically, this guy got caught doing weed. He got sent to the health center. Once he got to the health center, he got left alone because they had to do some paperwork. He called a cab, drove to the airport, flew somewhere out.
Me.
When they went to check on him, he was gone, and so they called his parents. And his parents were like, "Again?
Again.
Fucking
bad.
Tyler.
God, he sounds like a fun guy.
That's fucking tame compared to the next one. I want to.
What?
one
Okay,
I-
bring
yes.
it.
Basically, this girl got expelled because she was involved in fraud.
Me.
Oh my god!
What?
Me.
Okay. Back to the beginning. Basically,
Oh my god.
she's underage, right? Obviously, you're in high school. You're underage, so to go out, you get a fake ID.
Oh.
So she would always go to the town nearby to get some drinks over the weekend, you know.
Mhm.
And one day she was caught. Basically, she was caught in an accident, and they sent her to the hospital, and the hospital bill turned out to be $2,000. So since she didn't, since she was an international student, she was Chinese. Since she was an international student, the bill would be handled by the school. But of course, the school would charge her parents, but she didn't want her parents to know. So she borrowed money from a friend. Let's call this friend person A.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
This is
yeah.
not good.
Oh no, she borrowed money from person A to pay it off. So now she's $2,000 in debt, right? And to pay off that debt, she borrows another $2,000 from another friend.
Yo.
But her boyfriend uses it to fix his car. So at this point, she's $4,000 in debt.
Oh my god.
And
Oh god.
wait, she's she's $4,000 in debt, and people are starting to ask her for money. So she hires a lawyer, and the lawyer is $500. No, yeah, or no, 500 to like $1,000 at this point.
Lawyers are expensive.
And so she's like she's like $5,000 ish in debt, and the lawyer is starting to ask for money, or else he'll like sue her and stuff like that, right?
No.
So what she does is she creates a fake transaction, sends him the money,
Oh my god.
claims it back so that she gets all of the money. So,
God.
the lawyer got scammed. This is actual fraud happening, all because she got caught in an accident after driving back from a bar or something like that. Basically, she was drunk.
Imagine when she has to do taxes in the future, like.
Oh my god.
At some point, the school found out and they expelled her. But isn't that fucking wild?
That
Wow.
is so wild.
Like, I'm just imagining, like, how
is
much she is in debt
advanced.
today.
I
That
don't
is-
fucking know. And she looks like the most unsuspecting person ever.
It's always the innocent looking ones.
Like, oh my god.
Did. Oh my god. That's beautiful. I hope her boyfriend has a great car. Jesus. Well,
Wow.
I'm
Whew.
still trying to understand. Like, they explained credit cards to us, like, briefly in high school.
Okay, see, this
And
is
I
why.
thought it was pretty straightforward,
Yeah. No, I know.
But, like,
This is why I'm so adamant against getting a credit card, even though like my bank keeps telling me you should get a credit card and build your credit, and I'm like,
Like, if you're-
no.
if you're on the ball, or just, like, even mildly near the ball, and not, borrowing thousands of dollars and taking money and hiring lawyers, you're usually pretty good. But this is advanced stupid. Like,
You said it, Julie.
I don't know how she did it. Like, dang. Like, I won't mention who it is, but I know a person who, like, went to New York and went, like, took school there and dropped out of school and then, like, couldn't pay it back. And so he had to default on his loans, meaning he doesn't have any credit, or he has negative credit, meaning he can't, like, rent apartments or, like, ever get a house or anything until he does all that stuff. But this is even more, like,
Isn't this
Like,
insane?
this is, like, complicated. Like, wow, she didn't just step into it. It was just, like, crafted with care.
Just
Oh,
wow,
can't wait till she works at a big law firm that scams America out of money. That'll be fun.
That's wild.
honestly, but you gotta hand it to her. Like, what the fuck?
That's advanced stupid. Let's move on to the last.
Let's move on to Twitter questions.
Well,
Wait, there's one more.
last.
There's
one more?
slide.
There's one last,
Whoops.
but
Getting
it's
ahead of
really
yourself
straightforward.
there.
Sorry,
Real
I'm
straight.
excited.
I know.
Ooh,
You're really
no, I'm not.
excited.
Ooh,
Yeah.
this
Wait.
is such a
Why-
painful question. I don't know why you put this in the slide, Juvie, but
I don't know. I know
What's
it's
the next
I'm-
question?
I love answering this question.
who did you
What is
go
it?
to prom with? Go, Anthony.
Oh, I didn't go to prom.
I went
That by now.
to prom with my lesbian friend.
God bless.
So the gay guy goes to prom with the lesbian. It was great. We just sat there and we talked about our OCs and then we went camping.
That is so
Why do you
great.
think-
That is a
That's
night to
amazing.
remember.
It was pretty great. It was pretty great. We got White Castle at prom.
Oh my
Wow,
God.
that's actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
The
It's
only
pretty fun.
friend I had in high school, Peter, he basically already promised to go on a date to go with somebody else that, was just sort of his friend, but now he doesn't keep in contact with. He missed out. But yeah.
That was
Anyway,
adorable.
what I did for prom was I basically skipped. I did people's makeup, and then after that, when prom came, I literally just stayed in my room watching High School Musical 3.
God bless.
Sounds like a good time.
You know,
Oh my god.
like
Okay,
Be-
Kara, who did you go with? Because I don't think I've ever heard.
I just went with friends. It was not a big deal really.
Not a big deal, you say?
Goy!
Yeah, I just went with friends and we ate food, and that was it.
That's
So
pretty good.
you're telling me that it wasn't the most magical night of your life like every high school movie does?
No, I wasn't, and I'm still kind of not socially confident enough to actually hit on people. Because if I had, girl, that night would have ended so much differently. I'm telling you.
Feel it.
Who was... Okay.
Hey, Julie, didn't you go with your sister?
Yeah, shut up, Rachie.
I think it's,
Yes, I went with my
I think
sister.
it's sweet.
Okay, well, it wasn't sweet when I had to pass people and be like, I'm not lesbian, this is my sister. You know, not like it really matters, because I'm not gonna see them ever again. But, yeah, it was, I don't know, our prom was really bad. Like, we had it at, like, this, I don't know, it was like a nice place-ish, but, like, the committee obviously, like, took money and then used it elsewhere. I don't know where. They literally had cardboard cutouts. I was like, wow, this is beautiful and magical. And I went there, I ate, I reminded myself of all the people I hated because they all came to me and said hi. And I was like, I dislike you. And then we danced to some songs I didn't know and we went home. Oh, and then I actually signed up for like prom after party, whatever thing.
Oh.
But like I didn't go because I was like a depressed child, and like they called my mom and they're like, oh God, we've lost your child. And she's like, she just went to bed. And they're like, oh, okay, then we didn't lose her. It's like, okay.
That's very
That's
funny.
great.
That's exactly what I expected from Julie.
Yeah, it was kind of depressing, but yeah.
I mean,
We lost your kid. No, she's at home. She's
If I was your
I know, I
mom-
went to bed early.
Man, if I was your mom, I would have capitalized. I would have been like, where's my child? Oh my God, I will sue you for $5,000. If you don't find my child,
God,
I would have capitalized.
that's beautiful.
I'm posting my prom picture in the group Skype chat so you can see,
I want to see.
because I found it.
What the fuck?
Open
She's so cute! Anthong.
Oh my God! You look like my brother.
Anthong, what? She's
brother just
gorgeous!
Wow, she is hot.
I know, I love her.
What
She's
the
great.
heck?
You lesbian?
Yeah.
She's so cute.
Hallelujah.
Who is that?
Who dat?
Who that girl?
Who that girl?
Y'all,
wow.
enough. I'm done. I'm just through.
Oh my God. Okay, so that was the last question. Do you want to look at questions on Twitter?
Yeah. Guys, ask us questions on Twitter with the hashtag Unholy Quartet, and we will answer them.
We'll answer them. And we do have a few questions. I wanted to answer this one specifically because, like,
Julie, are we skipping the weed news portion?
oh no, that's the end. We'll do that at the end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this one I actually experienced in the transition from, I guess, what is it? Middle school? From like elementary to middle school. Like, okay, so this is from at Clouds in the Sea. She says, it's only a week until my first year of middle school, and I've already lost all my friends. Any advice, please?
Wait,
What?
Where's this
Yeah.
from?
This is from Twitter. This is from Rain.
Oh,
And-
Jesus.
Yeah, so this is actually something I went through.
Yeah, me too.
It's
difficult.
weird. It's weird because, like, my sister told me, like, I didn't know that, like, you like lose a lot of your friends from like elementary to middle school. It was like
Oh,
a
yeah.
big thing,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Mhm.
And I was like, I don't know. Like, that was exactly the point in time when, like, my endocrine system was like, you know what? We're gonna turn on all the hormones. Like, and I, like, would randomly cry and, like, all this, and I was so upset. And it's funny because I went to middle school, and I was, like, bracing for the worst. And it was actually easier than I thought. I mean, there was, like, a lot of new stuff, but it was kind of, like, a good restart. And, like, I ended up seeing a lot of friends I knew from, like, elementary, and kind of by the time I got halfway through middle school, I kind of like my new friends better anyway. So it was weird. Like you'll meet better people, I think, in middle school.
You pretty
uh,
much do. It really depends. I mean, I still have a lot of friends from middle school, primary school, and high school just because it was all in one little community. But, it really depends on who you're friends with in middle school because, literally my best friend in middle school just turned against me in, like, our second month of friendship. So I was like, oh, okay, sweet.
I don't know. Middle school kind of, like, prepares you for, like, that happened. Like,
yeah, it really does. So, like, if it happens to you, just remember that it actually does get better. In high school and like college, people are more mellow. Kids are very mean. Very, very mean.
Kids are mean.
Kids
but
are
like
mean.
I feel like in middle school there was so much like introspection. Like we all cared more about ourselves than like anyone else. And like everyone was kind of going through the same things, but like no one wanted to admit it. So there was just a lot of like, oh God, you're looking at me, aren't you? And it's like, no, I'm not, you know? And so, yeah, I think that's where a lot of like the animosity comes from and all that. But really, you know, middle school is an awkward place. If you accept the awkwardness, I think it's a heck of a lot easier, you know, rather than to be like, I can't do it, you know? But yeah.
That's very true, yeah.
But, you know what? People say middle school is the worst time, but you know what? Kura had a good time in middle school.
Yeah, I had
yeah.
Those were the best years of my life, actually.
Really?
Oddly
That's so
enough.
interesting.
Yeah, I had the best time.
Is it because you were a cute little boy who was like happy-go-lucky, or
I imagine him to be
I
like-
really did have like very few fucks to give during that time period, and I was just having a lot of fun.
That's
Like,
honestly amazing.
I had the friends that I had, and I loved them a lot, and we just did what we wanted. And didn't really care.
Wow.
We just thought.
I'm sort of jealous, to be honest.
I wish I still had that mindset. I've kind of regressed.
oh my god, right? Man, if I was as cool as I was, like in elementary, especially, whew,
Oh my god, if I
Man.
was as cool as I was in elementary.
like, I did not care. Like, I brought like my manga in big plastic bags, like, and just sat and read. I didn't care. It was fun. But yeah, in middle school, a lot of people are looking for friends, so don't worry. A lot of people will probably approach you. So
For like,
They
yeah,
actually might,
they're
yeah.
my
like,
God.
please, I'm lonely.
That's how it is in university, especially if you move. Yeah, like if you go live on campus, that's always the mentality. Like everyone. Wants
Oh,
to make
yeah,
friends,
no,
like,
totally.
Instantly, for like survival purposes.
Right?
And they'll have a lot, yeah. Usually the people you find in your freshman year of college is the ones you'll stick with for a while.
Too bad
I'm
I didn't do that. And that's why I'm alone. Okay.
Yeah, that
Well,
actually,
Mayo,
that
you
didn't
have
actually
to,
happen for me. Well, that actually happened. Well,
So far
the-
away.
I'm really not. The way it happened for me in college was I met people in my dorm and like we were like, hey, we should all go hang out and do shit, and we were doing it out of necessity, not because we actually had anything in common. But like eventually, like I wound up finding people that I actually liked and actually had things in common with and actually make friends.
That's good.
So it's usually kind
Man,
of
I
that
need to
cycle.
make that necessity again. I
Oh
need to
my
like
God.
shake up the city and be like, guys, we're gonna be in necessity mode. Everyone come flock to me.
I have to say, it was fun having a big group of friends because the
Oh, it
drama
really is,
was
yeah.
entertaining. Oh,
Dang.
the
My
drama
friends
was-
always
Well, if you ever
tell
find
me
that
about
big
it.
group of friends, invite me so I can just sit on the sidelines.
I would love to if I can remember how to make friends. If I can remember. how to
Okay,
make-
guys, when we meet up, we'll be that big group of friends.
we will.
4 is a big number. Woo! Okay. Okay, the next question. Do you guys see one that you want to reply to?
I'm not checking the tag. Give me a sec. I've been doing something else.
Okay, because I see one actually relevant, because I don't think we talked about this. So at Hikikoyan, or Yana, how do you survive finals? I don't want to deal with it anymore, OTL.
Good luck.
Good luck. Yeah, I don't know. This is sound really bad, but like
this is like the advice I give for like any question like this. Just remember, everyone around you is also suffering. So
Right.
with that in mind, I feel like it gets kind of easier to deal with it, knowing you're not alone, because no one likes finals. Everyone
Take it a
dreads
step
them.
further and like try to make a study group with just people. I mean, they'll probably want it to out of necessity. You don't have to be friends with them, but you can just be like, hey, I'm gonna be studying, I'm gonna have like a study, or oh, are you going to office hours, or would you like to study with me for this?
Yeah.
I have a few other friends who are doing it. Even if you don't have a few other friends, just say you have a few other friends. It usually grabs people in more. They're just like, okay, we're not gonna be alone on this together.
oh my god, Rachie, one time, like this was like early Facebook years, but like we had this really, really long like science review thing.
Ugh.
Literally everyone in the class got in on like a message, like group chat, and like each person was assigned a question. We got that thing done in 2 days. I was like, holy shit!
Wow.
That's pretty lit.
It was awesome. I was like, we should all come together in crisis more often.
Did you?
No, we did not.
Okay.
We do not learn. But the way that I deal with finals is kind of like, this is gonna sound kind of like, ooh, look over here, Miss like knows how to do things. Like I literally will try to make it into like, I don't think it's fun, but kind of like, just clear out everything, make a schedule, and like literally go buy like your favorite drinks, your favorite snacks, this is kind of like, I don't know, I have certain limits I put on myself. Like I'm like, I can't eat, this certain food all the time. When it's finals week, all those limits are off. I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna take this entire jug of Coke and choke it down. Like, yeah. So that's finals week for me, because it's like, it's a bit of horribleness paired with a bit of, yay, I can finally eat like 4 eclairs. Like, so yeah. It doesn't actually help with studying, but I do like eating, so.
Amen to that.
I don't.
sister.
Okay, my tips is I personally don't like studying in libraries or anywhere really quiet. So if you have a local coffee shop, or just like maybe the school. My library in my school building is not actually a library. It's more like a hangout spot for social
Ooh,
people.
cool.
I
And
wish
they
I
always
could
talk-
go
They
there.
talk and study. They talk and study. It's a really nice place to study. That's where I usually go. Or not, you can go to like the canteen. One of the dining halls on
Oh
campus.
yeah.
They
Yeah,
have
I-
big tables. You can spread out your books over everything, and you can get a free flow of food.
Oh my god. Actually, Rachie, did you know if you like, well, okay, this happened at Chick-fil-A and like a few other places. If you go there and you study and like it's kind of like a slow day,
Mhm.
they'll give you free food.
Oh, yeah, I know about that.
Oh my god.
Like, it's
Yeah.
nice. I was
It's
like, what?
great,
You
yeah.
give-
Julie, you want to
It
just go
happened
to a
at
Chick-fil-A
Chick-fil-A.
and bring a bunch of books and pretend like we're studying?
Yes, I have done that. They give you free like milkshakes and stuff. I'm like, thanks.
That's so nice of them, though.
I know. I was like, hey. Well, because like they'll have like extra stuff, and like it was a
Right.
slow day, and they're like, here you go. I was like, hey, boy.
That's
Like,
so
they don't
sweet.
have a Chick-fil-A here, but if I study in the Panera and somebody sees me, like, I've been there for, like,
Ooh.
10
Yeah.
hours, they'll be like, you want something? And I'll be like, yeah.
That's so cool. I love Panera.
I
Yeah,
love Panera so
actually,
much.
I
If
love
you
their
go at the
salad.
very end of the day at Panera's, like, because they throw out their bread, like, you can. Like,
Oh,
get
yeah,
some-
I always get free bread, yeah.
yeah, you get
Excuse
some
me?
bread. I'm just saying.
Throwing out
Panera's a nice
bread?
place. If
I'm
you're the
going.
kind of person who doesn't need a table, like if you're only writing a paper, sit in front of the fireplace or something.
Yes, yes.
So nice.
Oh my god, I go to Panera so much. I literally have like their little like gift card membership thing. Like,
Oh my god.
God
I am
bless.
one of those people. Like, cause people go there and like I've gone there and like walked around and like sometimes there'll be no outlets and people will be like, "There's an outlet over there, but don't tell anyone I." I'm like, yes.
Oh, nice.
I love.
They're nice to
sometimes I
students.
love-
Students
I
are nice
know.
to students when they see them studying. They're
Right.
just like, I will help this woman out.
Like I
You know.
feel for you.
Like, I feel for you. Do you need help? Like, I will get you anything. Like, if you want a refill, I am here for you.
I'm here for you as a
Oh,
soulmate.
that's awesome. I love it.
But yes, that's how you get free food.
But that's also how you sort of, I don't know, I like big tables when it comes to studying so I can spread out my shit.
Oh yeah. Oh,
A
that's
big
so
surface
good.
area.
Oh.
And you have, like, your drinks over some papers, and it's just
Mhm.
great.
Oh my god, that is
God.
so good. That is
Yeah.
my
Take
And-
your Instagram pictures.
hashtag.
Hashtag
Grind.
study blur.
Hashtag fit. Hashtag the grind.
Stop this. Okay.
Okay, we're moving on.
What's another thing? Let's see. Would you guys go gay for Anthong's lesbian friend at prom?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I
Oh
would.
my god, yes.
I
I'm gonna-
would.
Wait,
I
let me
totally
post-
would.
Let me post the picture in the Unholy Quartet tag of my
I-
shop.
She is.
I
She
looked
is good looking.
She is gorgeous.
at her and I was like, I'm straight.
Anthong has a lot of pretty friends on Facebook.
Yeah,
I
Anthon,
was
like, what the
whoa.
fuck's happening?
I mean, like, if you ever needed to pass the straight, you literally could.
Thanks.
Okay.
I don't know how else
to say.
I don't know what else to say, so thank you.
Thanks.
Oh my god. Okay, how about from God, I can't see the full name on here. Shepherd. Any of you guys going to AX? How about Anasong for Anasong World Matsuri?
I'm not.
I
I
am,
can't.
but I'm not going
Wait.
to any Song World Matsuri.
Wait, okay, Kara, are you going to AX?
Yes.
Because I might be too.
Oh shit, you might not find me. Because
I
I
usually hangs out with the rest of the Utaite group, and I don't think you want to go with that crowd, Julie.
well, there's that, and I'm mostly gonna be spending time in the artist alley, like collecting merch.
You know what?
that-
That's fine.
That's gonna be a
That's-
majority of my time, and like finding people at AX is so difficult. So I'm just gonna warn you now, you probably won't find me.
Oh no, don't worry. Do not worry.
Like I'll know
Julie
you're
will find
there.
a way.
I'll know you're there, but like.
Hey, Julie,
I
are you
know.
going with your sisters?
I don't know if Jenny wants to go because, like,
It's a
Oh.
big fuck fest.
It is.
Yeah, it
okay.
is.
Okay. It is overwhelming. The crowding is overwhelming.
I am
So-
already prepared for that.
Be ready. It's crazy.
Like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have a whistle on me.
That's how I'll
just in
find you.
Like, you do not understand. When I get serious, I bring like my backpack, my whistle, my like, I don't know, pepper spray, good stuff.
Good.
But yeah, I might be going. I might also see people there just for fun if I see them or not. But
Jubiphonic meetup. Oh my
Awesome.
god.
You can go.
will
You can
murder
go.
you.
You can go. Say hi
Jubiphonic
to,
fan
you
meetup.
should go say hi to Amelie.
Richie
and Nate wants to
Phonic
battle.
fan meetup.
Hey
They'll be
guys,
there.
I'm Jubiphonic, and like,
Richie,
I'm
would you
having
like-
a meetup?
Would you like to go and pose as me?
I
Oh,
can't, but I
wait.
will.
I'll put like
I
a little
will
wig on
find-
you.
Can I finally go like pass as white? Finally, after all these years, I will
Put
put
white face on.
No, Rachie, did I tell you what Julie did when we met one of my friends at Anime Matsuri?
Yeah,
So
was it
I
Hikaru?
Julie, no. Julie had another one of her friends with her, and she introduced her as Rachie.
Oh yeah.
Honestly,
And they believed for like a
Yeah.
split
She was
second.
Asian, so.
I was
yeah,
like,
and honestly, I look like every other Asian girl, so you're not wrong.
No.
oh my
She was
God.
already like, who's that? I'm like, it's okay. Shh.
I could not believe. I was like, you don't do.
She was
that.
I look like any other Asian girl, so if you see an Asian girl on the street and call her Rachie, like there's like a 2% chance that I will actually wave back. That it's actually me.
oh my god.
Oh God. Yeah. So that happened.
Yes.
More
I'm
people
not-
asked for Anthong's prom pictures, so that's
I
good.
posted them.
Good. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Dude.
I'm not going to AX, but I am going to Pride Week in Seattle.
You
Ooh,
better-
is that an anime convention?
Shut up! I hate you.
Anime pride, proud to be a weeb.
I hate you so much.
There's like so much Voltron there. Might as well.
I mean, really, you're not wrong.
God. Oh, well, that's fun. I hope you take pics. Are you gonna go like cosplay?
Please make out with so many guys for me, please.
Please make out with a hot guy, please.
Please check their STD.
Oh my goodness, what?
You can actually
literally
in Texas do it for free, so just saying.
Just saying.
Why
You
is
can
this
call a number and they'll come over and be like, let me check your STDs.
Wow.
happening? Let me check your STDs.
Because you already have a few, I can tell. Obviously, I'm not a trained medical professional.
Yeah, I can see that.
Clearly.
Y'all so mean. What is that?
Don't open it! Don't open it! Don't open it!
Send me. Well, I'm not gonna look at that right now.
I
The
accidentally-
next question off of
Aw,
Twitter.
That's such a cute photo, Richie.
I was looking for a star pixel background, and then I went to one of the page. I clicked visit page.
Oh my god,
image,
okay.
and that was the first thing that I saw.
Richie is sharing furry porn. I'm going to answer the next question.
Yep.
Wow. Someone asked about senioritis and AP tests from not so fab Fern.
Maybe that senior year was a fucking trip for me. I can't remember like half of what happened to me.
Yeah, senioritis is real.
Senioritis wasn't real for me.
It was real for me.
It wasn't real for me.
For those who don't know, senioritis is basically where you're a senior and you just want to leave by now and you're just like really unmotivated.
Senioritis started freshman year for me.
Honestly, same.
I feel like the real problem is AP tests. Like,
Oh, that was a trip.
I took one AP test in my entire life and I never wanted to do it again.
I took
Same.
2. Never again.
I took 3 or 4.
Ugh.
wow.
Sounds about right.
Okay, maybe this isn't true for everybody, but like AP classes always told us like this is the best way to save money and blah blah blah, and this is how college is gonna be, and we're gonna work you to the bone, and you're never gonna like
I'm
this.
gonna say this right now. After taking AP classes, college was so easy.
It was so easy.
It really was. AP
It-
is like insanely difficult.
And also, when
yeah.
they're like, you're gonna save money is kind of like not really, because you're still paying for the AP test, and then also like if you go to like a community college like what I did, like they're pretty cheap and affordable classes and they're easy, so it's like I don't know, if you're like on a fast track to like try to be a doctor by like, you know, really young age, like maybe, but otherwise I just don't know why.
Yeah, it's true. I wanted to go engineering, which is why I took it. But if you're only doing business or like accounting or finance or music, you don't really need it. I mean, you need it for music theory, maybe, but
If you're like, I just want to get this all done with, okay. But like, if they're making you and telling you like this is the best choice, you do not have any other choices. Like, no,
no, that's not true. Just fuck that, honestly.
It's like all my friends pressured me into the AP classes, and in the end, it wasn't worth it. And then I didn't have any friends. So anyway,
LMAO.
Good times. Actually, I enjoy this picture. So Messy Senpai asks favorite Utaloid. I never say that.
Utaloid?
Utaloid. It's going to be German.
Utitiloid?
Utaloid. I also enjoy your picture, Messy Senpai. I don't know. There's so many.
Yeah, Henry.
I
like
love
Ritsu.
Mawarine Shu.
Do I know that one? I only know it by like the picture.
Shuhei's Utao. I also like Giga's Utao, but there's not.
Giga's Utao is good.
You guys will tell us great, but where are the files? Like,
Yeah, there are no files.
Open your doors to the public.
pretty much all of us.
God
Like,
damn it.
why?
I don't know. My favorite I'm not even gonna say it. I like Obama Lloyd.
True.
Oh, I like Sponge Lloyd. If we're going in that.
No, Sponge Lloyd never happened, please.
People randomly send me those videos and ask me if I've seen them, and I'm like, well, obviously. Look at me.
My favorite Utaloid is Gahata Meiji. I like Meiji.
I feel like there's so many. Like,
Everybody's been making their own Utao Lloyd, honestly. Like,
because
the
it's
only
just,
difference between that and a vocal and your own, like an official Vocaloid that you voice is the programming, and 2, the brand.
yeah. It's like knockoff.
There's no difference in the end.
I don't even know if it's knockoff. It's just like do it yourself or go buy it. I don't know. It's weird.
That's pretty much how it is, yeah. Oh, I don't like this at all.
I've been meaning to record a new Utaloid.
Then do it.
I
I
know.
just want it to be a bunch of like hiccups and screams.
Yes.
You guys
So-
know that one Vocaloid that Celia tuned for April Fools.
Acme
Yes.
Iku.
Yeah, Akme
I
Iku is actually just a bunch of
love
fucking
her.
moans and
That is my goal.
Okay, I need to look that up.
That's how I want to record a Utah.
I don't know how I have not seen that before.
Which I never planned to do.
the actual Vocaloid was basically used as like an H. Supposed to be for an H.
I love it.
I love it so
Oh
much.
my
too.
god.
And I'll tell you another story about that later because it's not appropriate for stream.
I can't wait.
So many.
Do we
God.
go into our weeb news now?
We can. There
Do
are
we still
a
have
lot
any
of
more
Oh yeah, we have a lot of
questions?
questions.
Because
Like tons.
they're pretty much pouring in. I feel bad.
Yeah. Someone says that she's beautiful. They use the from Parks and Rec. Tom.
Oh,
I love
Beautiful.
Parks and Rec.
I've looked at this for 5 hours now.
Same.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna choose from people I haven't seen before here. Ooh, that one's actually a really deep one. I'll try to answer this one really quickly at Washi Cake. So they say most of my close friends in middle school are really depressed, and I don't know how to deal with them. Any advice? I don't know. Part of me is just like middle school makes people depressed. And like once you get out of middle school, it kind of changes. But then also I feel like some people just become that way. They grow into themselves, and I don't know. Like maybe just, be supportive of them, be kind to them, but
There's a limit on how kind you can be to them.
yeah.
If like they use
don't
you
become
as a
your
punching
caretaker.
bag and justify it as them being depressed, then you need to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, I'm worried I'm seeing this in the wrong light, because I'm like, it could be like a good situation or a bad situation.
Yeah.
But yeah, if your close friends are depressed in middle school, I know that, like, I was pretty depressed, but like I didn't go out of my way to like, make people's lives worse.
Honestly.
But yeah, I can't say I got over depression. It kind of continued, but like I wasn't like a horrible person to be around, I hope. That's a really complicated question. Yeah. I'm sorry for your friends. I hope they
I mean,
find
like,
their way.
in the end, it's really up to you how you deal with it. It's like, if you don't feel comfortable, if you don't think you can support them, the way they are, you should probably just not. Because it'll also affect you in the long run,
Yeah.
Like, you have to be a little selfish when it comes to these things, even though, most people don't want to, and it's understandable, these things are, if you don't tend to them, they might think you're not a good friend, but at the same time, if it's not good for you, and it's not good for them, it's just not going to work out. So just sort of be mindful about how you feel.
Yeah. Also, there is one person who's asked a lot, I think at Little Dragon, talking about how people, kind of hate on her for liking anime or Vocaloid and stuff. And I think just about that is like, if people take such an interest in disliking your interests, they're not good people. Definitely. So, it's hard to say, hey, don't worry about it. But if it does get kind of like, intrusive and they're just kind of like getting up in your business, I don't know if that makes sense.
If they're real dicks about it, just leave.
Yeah, just leave. I mean, they're honestly not worth it. I mean, I can't say I've really met people who have been outwardly like, ew, anime, you're such a weirdo, let me pour this drink on your head. Like, I've never dealt with that. Because, usually people just aren't, children. But, if they're like that, whatever, they don't have to like what you like, and, that's people. Mm-hmm. Everybody is different, so.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah. don't fuck them.
No, don't actually fuck them. Actually, don't.
Fuck them.
Protection.
Thank you. Gosh. Okay. So, this one's, man, these are all actually like pretty good questions. Okay, at Joseph5791, I don't know where I'm going to university in a few months. How do I plan my entire life? I'm panicking so much.
You cannot plan your entire life from high school.
Oh
you
my
can't.
God.
Nobody expects you to. Nobody in college expects you to either.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Really. Like,
yeah.
I have gone to, like, my advisor, my student advisor. I've gone to my therapist. I've gone to, like, everybody, my professors. And I've always, like, I don't know what I want to do with my life. I don't even know why I'm here. Mm-hmm. And they're like, nobody expects you to, You're here to, like, sort of try out and find out what you don't like.
Yeah.
Right?
So that like later you know what you do like.
I wound up going to college for 4 years and I graduated with a degree in something I never want to do. Like
exactly.
That might happen.
That's an extreme case. It might happen to you.
Yeah. And it's not a bad thing if it does, because
no, it really isn't. Life is just process of elimination. If you're good at that in exams, you'll probably like be okay in real life.
It's easier to deal with it when you've accepted the fact that you're not gonna know what you want to do straight out of college. You won't. You'll think you will, but you won't.
You really won't.
And it's okay,
It's totally fine. Nobody's gonna blame you. Even professors are just like, I didn't know what I wanted to do at your age. We don't expect you to like know what you want to do at your age either.
Even though
they're
like,
they're there to guide you.
That, yeah. But yeah, just it's college is really just like a test pool to see
pretty much
where do I kind of fit, Yeah.
And like if you don't know where to go to college right now, just sort of think about it for like a few days and just be like, just go to the school if they have any like open house sort of things. Make sure you go. Feel out the school for yourself. It doesn't matter how good the school is. If you don't think you're going to fit in, you're not going to succeed. Mm-hmm. That's the thing.
Yeah.
If you don't like the social life there, don't go to the school, no matter how good the ranking is. If you haven't applied if they give you a scholarship and you don't like it, then, don't take the school. You can always apply for a scholarship in your university once you get there. Like, that's an actual option you can do, so there's that too. And if anything, just think about transferring, if you didn't get into any of the schools you wanted to go, or the schools that, makes you feel okay, then think of going to, I don't know, either community college or just like a proxy college, or just, one that's the most okay, and think about, whether you want to transfer or not.
Yeah, most of the time, like, even for a person like me who didn't, I really thought I knew what I was doing. I was very certain, and I thought I was even taking the precautions that, most kids didn't. And even then, I changed my degree, like, pretty quickly. I was like, oh, wow, I don't want to do art. This is dumb. Not saying art is dumb, but I was like, yeah, I'm not this. And I went for communications, and really I just chose that because my mom told me whatever classes look like you would enjoy taking them. And I was like, okay. So I did that. And yeah, in the end, the biggest thing that people, or I guess parents and family, have told me is just get the degree. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, just get it. It's basically a piece of paper saying, hey, I stuck with something. And it's like, okay, good job.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, your degree doesn't really mean anything in the long run most of the time. My
Right.
dad graduated as an engineer. Now he's in business.
Yeah, right?
My
Like,
mom, my mom went and got like a master's in something that she's not even doing for her actual job. She just got it for like the sake of the degrees, so she could make more
Yeah.
money.
Pretty much,
people do
yeah.
that. Like, as long as it's like a master's or a bachelor's, people won't even like look at the subject. They'll be like, "Oh, well, you did this. Good job." It's like, oh,
That's true.
it's
Like, it doesn't matter in the long run. You will be fine. You will be fine.
Oh, Rachel's so good at this. Okay, so let's do the weeb news really quickly,
I
cause
don't know if we have time.
I know, but I spent time on this, so we're gonna do it. Like this is my life now.
Rapid fire. Let's do it.
All right.
Rapid fire.
So
First one.
Starting out with something depressing.
Okay, first one, depressing. Kazunori Mizuno dies at his desk at I think it was Pierrot Studio, and he was actually a veteran who worked on Yu Yu Hakusho and Bleach and Naruto, all this.
Oh, was it the overworking thing?
Yes, he fell asleep at his desk, took a nap, did not wake up. And yeah, it was pretty brutal.
I'm glad it was a peaceful death at least.
True.
Maybe it was pain inside, that's why he decided to sleep, but, you know.
Honestly, though, it is like a very, 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 what do you call it? It's ubiquitous. It's everywhere in Japan. Karoshi, where they
Oh, yeah.
work
Work death.
And, like, if you've seen any of the documentaries of animators in studios, they do not go home most of the time.
I watched
They
one
sleep with
on.
their-
I watched one on Studio Trigger when they were working on like
Same.
Little Witch Academia, and I
yeah.
was like, oh my god.
There was that guy who, like, he was working on this one piece of animation for, like, weeks and weeks, and he couldn't get over to the main guy,
Yeah, I think. It was
and
like,
he did it in a few seconds.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god.
And they interviewed the poor guy afterwards. He was like, I've been working on this for so long, and he just did it in moments, and that's a what was it? He called him a prodigy. He's like, that's a prodigy for you. And he looks sad, like
Aww.
like holy shit.
Yeah, it was painful to watch. I was like, oh
So
my
if you
God.
want to work at an anime studio,
Don't.
for it. If you want to do that,
you better really love what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Guilty.
apparently in the anime world, animators are like the lowest of the low.
I know.
Yeah, they're
They
so
get paid shit.
So
If you want to make money, be a voice actor,
Right?
which is like the complete opposite of how it is in the States, but you know.
I know, right? Literally, it is literally, if you take that applied definition to animators in Japan and put it to voice actors, and yep, there you go. That's it. Lowest of the low. Anyway, next slide is
Penguin
so you guys
loves
know
his
about
waifu.
yeah, I'm not kidding. Kemono friends, I don't know. So they've been doing a thing where they're advertising, so they put like all of the kind of like animal characters in the zoo, and like this is the penguin girl, so they put her in the penguin pen.
Oh, I saw that.
Apparently Grape-kun, 20-year-old penguin, fell in love with Hururu, and he just keeps staring at her. He doesn't eat. He doesn't interact with his friends. He just stares at her.
That sounds a lot like me.
Relatable.
Sounds like anime Twitter.
If you've seen the picture of the penguin, he just has his mouth open and he's just like, ah.
Yeah, that's anime
It's so-
Twitter.
That's me.
So yeah, that is real. That is a real thing that happened. Next one, I'm just gonna like literally rapid fire.
The more you
My
know.
fave.
Yeah.
I love this.
this has been going around. So do you guys know the actual like string of tweets that happened?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
So Wendy is the new smug girl.
I
So
hate that. I hate that so much.
No, I love it.
I
I'm
love it.
ambivalent. I'm kind of on the fence. So basically, Hardee's and Wendy's kind of gotten a little bit of a, I wouldn't say an argument, but Wendy's was pretty salty. And they were talking about their 4 for $4 deal. And Hardee's was like, oh yeah, you could get like a good, meal for $4 at Hardee's. And then Wendy's is like, well, that's our deal. And like, it's great that you were like, a later adopter of this, whatever. And they're like, yeah, well, we did it anyway, I forget. But then they're like, yeah, well, look up, what was it? Quickly off the top of your head without Googling, tell us who the 4th person who landed on the moon was. And it was like, damn. So hard
I
to
accidentally
do
clicked
it.
on the next slide.
It killed me. So yeah, people basically took off with it. They made her into the smug anime girl that she is now. Tons of art. Like,
That's great. I love it. I can't wait for my fast food anime.
I know, right? Shut up. I mean, then now people are doing the KFC guy and like stuff like that.
God bless.
Yes.
Like it's,
Ooh, wait,
I can't
Sanders.
wait. I
Yes.
cannot wait for the porn. Anyway,
I've seen some.
right? It's
great. It's great.
It involves food. Okay, and the last one.
I hate this slide.
Okay, so I've read a lot of really bad hentai.
I know you have.
This one's new. This one's just
Does
a
this one
whole.
take the cake?
Yes, Rachie, it takes the cake.
Yeah.
Okay, so Chi-Chi no Jikan, which is obviously or breast milk time, because Chi-Chi and Chi-Chi are okay. Okay, so this is a hentai, but basically, this biology student is visited by these aliens that are like, hey, guy, raise this alien baby, for a year, or else we're gonna blow up the planet. But of course, how is he able to raise a baby if he can't even feed the baby? And so they're like, here's a little switch. You can turn yourself into a girl with big old titties.
Yeah.
Isn't that just the
And this is
dream?
this is a hentai. This is, I'm not even really sure how you get these ideas,
I honestly just go off of, they were high.
Like, what if this was,
They're probably high.
only in Japan?
Only
But
in
I mean,
Japan.
I tried to read some of it, but it was just too hentai-y for me. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. There's just something about it. Something about it that's just like, really, we're going to go with aliens, gender swap, world destruction.
And breastfeeding.
Yes.
Only the best.
Only the best for Japan's perverts.
Yeah, I love it.
So yeah, that wraps up all the crazy stuff that I know.
I'm glad.
In case you want to like look that one up in the
I
end.
will not. I will not.
There are so many great stories that
I'm
people will
sure.
never know
I'm
because they're just
sure.
hentai. Like,
Maybe when I'm really old and dying, I'll just be like, I have nothing else to do. I might as well read all the craziest hentai.
Once you
Okay.
turn 18, that's it.
Yep.
you can finally click off that checkbox.
Right.
That's
Finally
like-
check off that check box. Fuck yeah.
Check off the click box.
Click off the fucking... You can finally say you're 18.
Mhm.
Very good.
No guilt.
No guilt. It's real. But yeah, Jesus Christ. It reminds me of the Faku Valentine's Day dating
I
thing.
never did that.
I love that.
I missed
I
out
did.
on that. I'm so sad.
I met a good friend through there.
I'm glad.
Nice guy. Apparently not a lot of females on there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not surprised, but,
Well, I have to say, it was a trip.
I've seen people's post
It
pictures.
was a trip.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, so that happened. If there's anything else y'all want to
No.
talk about before we wrap-o this up-o.
Nope.
I'm all good.
Is everybody else content? Do they have any last minute things, sort of?
No, I'm
Are we
good.
good?
Okay, so we'll get on to some announcements before we say bye.
What are we announcing?
Well, no,
Oh,
just like the
announcements?
regular
Oh,
things.
okay. I
Like,
was like, what's going on?
thank no, not like big announcements. Like, I am actually an alien breastfeeding baby. Like, okay,
That's
I wouldn't
my
be
announcement.
surprised.
How dare you?
I can't wait for the.
I know.
feedback.
Shut your mouth. Okay, yeah, so we have the Discord chat. You can go there. It's in the description. Afterwards, I think, Raichi's moderators have actually been in the chat talking about it. So they're nice people, good people. And then there's also want to tell Onedio again. Thank you so much for this, babe.
Thank you so much, babe.
Thank you.
will
You're the best.
Be commissioning you. Definitely.
So much.
And I know that Anthon has already commissioned you like 2 or 3 times.
I have.
I know, like every icon he has is
good.
And we're still working on the podcast because I messed it up and we had it recorded and my mic decided to destroy everything.
Be a little
But
shit.
I know, right? But it's okay because, I think we at least have a better idea of what we want to do now. And hopefully we will have that next month or the following month. We will let you know.
We will let you know.
Y'all. And gosh, is there anything else?
Not that I can think of.
I think that's it. Yeah, I think we have wrapped it up, guys. The next stream will, of course, be the next Saturday or the last Saturday of the month.
End of the year.
End of the year. What?
I mean, end of school year. Sorry.
Oh my god. Yeah, end of year. I will be suffering until then.
Yes, you will.
And so will I.
So will I, actually.
All the suffering, and you'll be a real citizen by then, girl.
I will.
Soon I will be a real citizen.
I'll be legal.
Real and
Good
legal.
boy.
Great. Yeah, so I think that wraps everything up. Also, if you have any suggestions, for the next stream, what the topic should be, let us know. I
Yes.
think.
Let us know, please. We're back.
That's
Please.
pretty important.
Please.
Yeah.
Like
Please.
half the time, like we get in like the chat and we're like, wait, we have a stream. What do we do?
Yeah,
Every
like,
time.
if you guys can give us suggestions, and we have an email. You can add us.
We have an email.
We have an email. You can add us on. Mention us. Sorry, on Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook.
I think that's it.
I think that's it. Yeah, and we'll have a SoundCloud up soon with our
Oh
podcast.
yeah. Oh yeah, when we do the podcasting.
We already have a SoundCloud pretty much, but
Yeah.
Oh really? Yeah.
yeah, you can find it later. You can find it on SoundCloud. It's there somewhere.
It exists.
It exists.
It exists, but we'll plug it later.
Yeah,
So
we'll
I hope y'all had a good time. I hope everyone who's taking finals is able to pull through.
Yes.
And then we're gonna be home free for the summer, hopefully.
Hallelujah.
Hopefully.
Except I'm gonna
Luck
be
on
taking
finals.
summer school. Woo!
Ooh,
Okay,
girl.
Oh, ouch.
I know.
Good
it's
luck
horrible.
on finals, everyone.
Good luck on finals, guys. Pull
Kick
through.
ass, kick ass.
Finish strong.
Yeah.
Samba.
All right. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye. Thanks for